Here we go. And I do believe Dink Dink is that thing on it is Pull Up a Chair episode 81. Blessed, wonderful, beautiful, somewhat gloomy Sleepless Saturday. To my left, I got making his Pull Up a Chair intro, his entrance to the Thunderdome. First time in the house, first time on the cam. The great Mike Millions. You put that shit in all caps.
What it do?
Boom.
What it do, y'all?
And as always, you got the creme de la creme, the one that they do in fact call him Mr. El Tucker Tente. We'll get to the rest of the intro later on Sleepless Radio, but we're ready to go with Pull Up a Chair episode 81. Happy to have you in the Thunderdome, brother. Man. Great Mike Millions.
Yes, sir.
So to give a quick little intro, got good brother Doomer in the house. To give you give an intro to Mike Millions. First off, how old are you?
I'm 33 years old, man.
33 and young.
Looking good.
Boom, boom, boom. You from Ohio, Cleveland area? Or?
Originally, no. I'm originally from Montgomery, Alabama.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. Montgomery, Alabama. I'm a Southern kid.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Southern
Roll
kid.
Tide.
Roll Tide.
I actually just learned that at the same time everybody else did.
Oh, man. When I moved here, I had mixed emotions about, college football because I loved Alabama. Alabama was my heart, and then my dad introduced me to Ohio State up here, and I'm like, shit.
Where are you at now?
Right.
Roll Tide or Buckeyes or both?
Still both. You know what I'm saying? I can't pick between the both because I watched Ohio State win so much. You know what I'm saying? And then when Nick Saban came back to Bama, and then they started winning, it was like, well, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Like I love them both equally. They're both winners. I support winners, but I couldn't pick. But Derrick Henry, still my favorite back, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to give everybody a quick little intro, and I got to learn something new about you there, too.
Sure.
I wasn't really sure where you
Oh, yeah. I'm a Southern kid, yeah. That's what, Shaxter, yeah. We've talked about it because he's from the South, too, so that's
now every time I listen to Angels from Montgomery by John Denver, I'm going to think of you, dog. I'm going to think of you. I'm going to be like, no shit.
For sure.
I'm going to be like, he can relate to John Denver. What do you know?
Yeah. I'm an Alabama kid, man, and I'm with it. I can't ask for a better life down there. It was cool.
Oh,
yeah. Cool.
Well, now we got through the intro. Now I ask you, how was your week? I know I kind of know a little bit about how your week was, considering we see each other 5 days a week. But how was your week overall?
It was good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting ready for this move. About to move into the apartment. Moving with my lady. Shout out to my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get ready for this move, and just try to get a pad like this, man. Like you got it going on in here.
I appreciate that. Muchas gracias.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. But as far as my week I feel like went by pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth.
Yeah. I'm about to say, we've seen each other like 5 times.
We see each other 5 times a week. That's why it's kind of funny when I'm so used to asking people how their week was.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I know.
Right. Like I already seen you. You already know what's going on here. Okay.
Well, now, how about we take a headfirst dive into the simulation that is this beef buffet circus that's been ongoing for about what feels like 2 months now. In fact, I think it literally has been like 2 months at this point, which is kind of fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But last week, we ended the pod by saying, when we were talking about the beef, that we didn't know where it was going to go.
Right.
But this time last week, it still very much felt like, oh shit, anything could drop in any second.
Anything, yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. We wrapped up the pod. We were literally getting ready to go live for Sleepless Radio. And I see my group chat just bing, 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 go crazy. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what happened? And I pulled it up, and Not Like Us is there. So Kendrick drops what has now, I think, became maybe the most popular track of the beef. I'd say maybe it's the one that I see like the most talk about.
Yeah, I got mixed feelings about it, but yeah, it's the most talked about.
Well, that's why we love pulling up chairs and talking about it. Let's dive into our mixed feelings on it. So let's start with Not Like Us. So last Friday night, recap, it went Family Matters, then it went Meet the Grams, and somewhere in there you got Drake doing the Buried Alive cover thing. And then you got the great Not Like Us that came out, and the world went crazy. A lot of catchy lines from that. It's playing at fucking college ceremonies. USC played it. Some people are playing it in the club. Savannah James is bumping to it, for God's sake. So where are we on Not Like Us? I'll let you start.
But it's all about this. It's all about the trends, though. So you know what I'm saying. So like any song can be hot for a short amount of time or a long amount of time, depending on how good it is. You see what I'm saying? So since he dropped that, everybody bumping it, right?
Going crazy
over.
Broke a Spotify record, I saw.
Broke a Spotify record, and I think they're on YouTube Music they broke a record. So when it comes to all of that, after so long, depending on how people like it, will determine its decrease. You know what I'm saying? Like if it decreases, then it's gonna lose value. To me, that track was just not that.
Wasn't it for you?
Yeah. See, I had a lot more respect for Drake when he was going to bat with Luda. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was telling you about.
Drake's origin story of becoming a villain.
That's what I'm saying. when him and Luda was beefing, like that was a true beef. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake it came from the horse's mouth, came from Drake.
Yeah, because Drake did he tweet it? What was that?
Yeah, he tweeted. Yeah, he was tweeting about Ludacris and talking all this trash about him. So Luda didn't do none of that nonsense because people do it a lot differently. People,
and for a year stamp, this was like 08, 09, right? Like that So Far Gone era.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. So Far Gone. Yeah, that was around like 08, 09, and then after that nonsense, Luda dropped an entire album, mixtape album, dogging, just straight dogging him from the first track all the way down to the 20th track. Nothing
so
but
Luda was the first to draw blood.
Oh, for sure. Oh, Luda.
I feel like that goes over a lot of people's heads. Like it even went over mine. Like when you first mentioned it, I was like, hold on, I got to refresh. And then I kind of looked into it a little bit and I'm like, fuck, I forgot about that.
The song Say It To My Face says it more than anybody can say about Drake. Because now he's saying it with his chest now. Because, he big Drake. He cocky Drake now. But back then when he was skinny Drake, Canadian Drake.
Before he was BBL Drizzy.
Right. It never mean nothing to y'all. That Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he was that
Drake with the melodies.
Right. When he was Drake with the melodies, he actually, he just said what he wanted to say on the phone, on Twitter and all this other nonsense.
Back when they all tweeted instead of acting like they weren't on Twitter every day still reading this shit.
Right, and it was before he could even rap. So, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, when Luda stepped into the picture, it was like, all right, well, you're going to go way left with this. Well, I'm going to take this all the way right because you messing with the wrong one. And after he made that whole entire album about him, Drake went ghost. Drake went fucking ghost.
I was about to say, I don't think Drake's mentioned Ludacris ever since.
He went ghost.
I think Drake tried to forget that he even exists.
He tried to forget everything about that beat.
Drake can't watch Fast and Furious anymore.
Because I've never seen...
Ludacris pops up and goes, God dang it.
I've never seen a 20-track diss track. I've never seen that. Like 20 tracks for one guy. I'm trying to
think if maybe the game's done it before.
I don't right. I'm trying to think of that too. I don't know. I don't know if
would that be a game move, a 50 move?
I don't know what kind of move is that.
I know Joe Budden put out like 3 at a time.
Yeah, he did that in that nonsense. And when 50 and Ja Rule was beefing, 50 he came out with like 4 or 5 dealing with Ja, and then Ja went ghost because that wasn't even a beef for real. That was just a slaughter. That was just a slaughter.
I hate to shoot Ja Rule bail, but to this day I feel bad for Ja Rule.
Oh yeah, man, my heart bleeds for him, man.
You talk about 20v1, he had every superstar in the game on his ass. He went, yo, I just wanted smoke with this dude, not everybody else.
I had to watch that shit. In my middle school years. That whole entire beef up until it ended. I just sat there just baffled, like, man, he just said fuck it. Like,
I honestly was the way I grew up and my older friends, everybody made me kind of grow up under the assumption that Ja Rule was just like this punk clown that fucking lost. And then I finally listened to some of the music. I was like, damn.
No, Ja Rule has some hits.
There's kind of some hits in here.
No, Ja Rule has some hits. It was just when it came to the rap game, he wasn't all there. He should have just stuck with Ashanti and kept doing that ordeal. He was cool like that. But when he tried to cross somebody that ain't with the shit, you know what I'm saying? They ain't with the shit. You cross somebody that ain't with the shit, it's all bad. Now, Drake coming at Kendrick like that. Now, both of them, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick, he's still a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He up and comer. Drake, he's still up and coming because he's not even like
up and coming. That's an interesting stamp to put on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say I would actually have to. I think I might rebuttal. I think I look at them as more like I feel like they're more definitely like I mean, certainly they're established.
Right, yeah,
but
for
like,
sure. They established, but they like four is like the up and coming, like the upper echelon of rappers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to reach that pinnacle. They up and coming for that. They got a long way to go.
Are you saying like overall in the grand scheme, like to become like into like the Jay-Z status?
Oh
like
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, they got a long way to go. A long way to go for that one because you got to remember.
Interesting,
right? You got to remember. You got to think how many platinum albums has Drake really produced?
A lot.
He produced a lot, but not as much as like Ludacris. Ludacris, man, what? No,
I feel like Drake has more than.
You
Drake
think
has
Drake
more
got
hits than.
more?
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Drake got more hits than Ludacris. You sure about that?
Like on the chart, like not just ear test, like just on like charts.
Yeah, oh yeah, on the charts, man. Like
yeah, I think. I mean, for sure.
Whew.
I mean, I'm
not.
not.
That's a hard. That's a hard.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm not debating on if he has more classic albums than Luda. That's a whole different conversation in its own, which I actually never really thought of. But I think Luda might have him beat on that. But as far as hits wise go, yeah, I'd say Drake has more hits. For sure.
That's tough, man. Because I've been listening to Luda, you know what I'm saying, since I was a young myself, and every single one of his albums killed it. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's where we get into a different conversation. Right. If you were to compare those two on classics, but like albums wise, I mean, yeah, Luda, I think.
Yeah, even
more
Luda's
than
new
half
shit.
Of his
yeah, I'm about to say, like you gotta like if you gotta dig deep into the mixtape. See, I'm a mixtape guy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when
I'll be honest, I'm not hip to Luda's tapes. I'm not really all that hip to the Luda tapes. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, see, you listen to Luda's mixtapes, and then you listen to Drake mixtapes, and then you get back to me on that. Because Drake mixtapes,
those early tapes like Comeback Season, that's when like Drake was just like kind of simmering up.
Right, and he still be doing his singing stuff, which is still cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the for is like rapping, lyrically rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake just transcended into that. You gotta remember that. You know what I'm saying? When he came out, like after the Forever song he had with Wayne and Eminem. Then that's when he was like, So Far Gone. Yep, So Far Gone.
So Far Gone was
that album dropped.
Forever.
Yep. You said it was before Forever?
Yeah. I'm 95% sure that was before Forever.
You had the red writing on it, right?
I think Forever was around the Thank Me Later.
That's what it was. Thank Me Later. That's what it was. He was transcending into that.
Because that was the one with the song Far From Over.
Yep. He was just transcending to that. So then we started seeing a lot more of Drake's little lyrics he could do. And now here he is now lyrically Drake. Because he just got to that point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I feel like I didn't appreciate him on the lyricist standpoint until about I'd say Nothing Was the Same.
That's what I'm saying.
That's when I was like, all right. I was like, Drake really showing that.
Right. Whereas Luda, he has been lyrically sound since he came in the game. You know what I'm saying? He has been doing nothing but spitting bars this entire time.
I'm trying to think of Drake's timeline here. It went Luda hit Drew First Blood.
Yep.
Then Meek came. Then Push. And then now, I know Joe Budden tried, but Drake didn't even.
See, like right now, they going track for track. They going track for track right now. See, rather than making albums.
So
you see what I'm saying?
Do you think the war's over? Because it kind of, I'll be honest, today was the first day that it ever kind of felt to me like maybe the dust is starting to settle.
Like they just starting to fuck around a little bit. I'm starting to think so.
Like last week when we were talking about it, it still was like we were live in the fallout.
Right,
show.
like we didn't know.
Like, is it okay? Is it safe to come out yet? Is there another bomb coming? And then it was like, oh shit, not like us. Hold the shack. Like, pull it down. Pull the chute down. Like shit, they're still going crazy out there.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it might be over. If it's not over, I'll be very shocked. If it's not, I'll be very shocked if it's not over because of so much shit that's been happening.
I agree. And nothing's really been addressed.
Right. Exactly.
Like nothing's been confirmed yet. Nobody's been able to say this is set.
Like, exactly. So it's a toss-up. I mean, I'm hoping.
Luda barely even has any whack verses in his catalog. But we got mad Luda love today. Love seeing it. Love seeing the Luda love.
There we go. See?
But yeah, I as far as the war being over though,
that's to be determined.
Yeah, I think there's like the dust kind of feels like it's settling, but I feel like Kendrick and Drake are still looking out the window at each other. Like, we can let this fly still at any point. Right. Let the bullets go.
It's just like they want to drag out a beef. That's what I don't understand. The dragging out of a beef rather than kill it right then and
just
there.
End this thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Luda did. Like he made the tweet. Drake made the tweet. He fired back with an album. Game over.
Push. I mean, he pushed it all his business in a week.
Right.
He dropped the infrared. Drake responded, and he said, "All right, bet." Boom. Right. Again. And then Drake was like, "Uh-oh."
And then they go on track for track.
Love Drake, but he looked at Push and went, "Oh fuck."
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, that's a different animal.
Oh,
like,
way different animal. Yeah, just like when it comes to Luda, way different animal, bro. Like
what I firmly believe about Push that made him stand down. I think somebody at some point told Drake, Push has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Oh, for sure.
Like, even if you are to do something, it's not going to hurt Push. It's not going to do anything.
Nope.
So, really, you're the only one here that can take a loss.
Right, exactly.
So, if you want to keep going in circles, all Push is going to do is, hey, look at all the popularity I'm getting.
Now you see where all of this mixing together, because he did the same shit with Luda, the same exact bullshit, and all Luda did, I mean, he pushed Luda first, and all Luda did was push back. And that was it.
And then Drake went whole.
He said, all right, well.
Especially at that time, too, he probably realized, I don't have that stardom yet.
Right, listening to his manager. Yeah, that'd be cool for stardom. Start some shit up with him. Like, oh, okay.
Not realizing that's more than you can chew at
you treading in waters, bro, you don't know nothing about, man.
And then I think his strategy to beat Meek, because he did beat Meek. That was the one where he won. Yeah. I mean, that's the one that he actually won. I think his strategy with Meek was, and I think he knew this, I can out-hit him any day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And especially with how the internet has always been with Meek, Drake knew, man, all I need to do is put out this back-to-back and it's over.
Yeah.
Like, is that a world tour, your girls tour? Boom, the internet goes crazy. I win. Like, where this time, I wonder what the strategy is. Because, like, you can't out-hit Kendrick. Because he's right there with you. I mean, you have more number ones, but you still can't out-hit him necessarily.
Nope.
The out-rapping, I don't think that you should come at that angle if you're Drake. I don't think that that's the angle.
No, that is not the angle. No.
So my whole thing with this was, I think his only strategy, really, if I'm speculating, you got to prove that Kendrick Lamar is this woman-beating dirtbag.
Right.
That's been hiding shit for years.
Yes.
That's
and
lying.
Then he can mold something out of that and use against him. But other than that, like, if you can't prove shit, you might as well just hang it up.
At the end of the day, that's what I think Drake's trying to do. Like, the one angle I can beat him on is I know the internet will turn on him if he's confirmed to be doing that shit, and if it debunks the fact that I'm a pedo, which is what they say.
Oh yeah, and that works for all of them. Now, if he gets proven guilty of being a woman beater and abuser and all the other shit, he gonna take a fall just like Ray Rice did. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be
shit gonna be over with. Like, and then.
And Drake's it's going to make Drake look like he's got facts.
Right, he got facts, and he's going to be the hero.
I'm glad that you said that, because at this point, I keep thinking, like, who's going to win, blah, blah, blah. And I actually agree with you. The winner's going to be whoever can actually prove this shit.
For sure. The winner, that whoever can prove it.
And I'll go a step further, though. If Kendrick can actually prove this shit on Drake.
That he a pedo? No.
Hey, Kendrick can come back from the one.
Oh, for sure. Right, he could come back from that. Now him? Oh no. There's a special place for dudes like him in prison, and he don't want that. He really don't want that. I'm also glad
that you said that, because that was my other thing in this was, okay, say this is confirmed, and this ends up being confirmed. Say that is. Is that not an investigation?
Oh, for sure.
If I'm the police, I'm like, oh.
They're going to trace his shit back all the way to Degrassi.
We're going to trace this shit back to when you couldn't even stand up. Motherfucker.
They're going to trace that shit all the way back to there. Talking, what's the girl, the big chested chick that was on the show? Like, hey, did you have, what happened? Tell me what happened. You know what I'm saying? Question her.
They're going to be asking anybody and
everybody, the whole cast, everybody.
They're going to ask Wayne, and he's going to be like, I don't know. I was in jail, and he fucked the girl. That's all I got.
He fucked Nikki. I don't know.
I came out, he had a tattoo of me on his arm. I don't know. Like shit.
Man, that's going to be the biggest investigation ever.
If that is actually confirmed true, that will be crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I thought R. Kelly got it back. Now, what they going to do to Drake is going to be even worse, because now as we see, social media now is not nice, and they gonna tear him apart. They gonna tear him apart, and it's gonna be over with. Over with. They might as well release Diddy in there.
Yeah, I honestly think if Kendrick say his gets proven true,
it's not good either way. Either way, whoever got first is not looking good for him either way.
Yeah.
So they just need to figure out how to come to grips, bury this damn hatchet. Hopefully, if not, they just keep going to war.
Yeah, like I feel like right now they've just left us with like we have to decide what we believe.
Right, exactly.
Like we have to decide it.
Until it comes out themselves for themselves, we left guessing.
Because at the end of the day, we don't fucking know.
Right, we don't know nothing. We know nothing. We just saying what we see, and that's what we
trying to call it how we see it.
Right,
which hasn't been the easiest, definitely.
Not at all.
And obviously, with Not Like Us, we got to talk about the follow-up to Not Like Us, which is the last track that we got in this beef, which was The Heart Part 6. What do you think of that? That's actually the one that I've heard the least in all this.
Same.
So, I don't have, too many bars from it.
Me neither.
But essentially, I can sum it up real quick. It was 3 to 4 minutes of Drake going, "You're a liar. That's not true. That's not true. My shit's true. My shit's facts. Your shit's fake." It's essentially all that.
I did a remix in my brain when I was listening to it. I'm in high school. I'm pointing the fingers. Blah blah blah. I'm in high school. like it's like, what is this? Like that's what all I can think about. Like, what is this? Like,
a lot of this battle has kind of been like, "Hey, I know you are, but what am I?"
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, what'd you say? Oh, I'm a bitch. No, you're a bitch. No, well, you're a bitch. Like, no, fuck you. Like, no,
you touch kids. You beat girls.
well, we both deserve to go to prison. Yeah, let's go. Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Meanwhile, J. Cole's on the beach just swinging.
Man,
J. Cole's just on the beach. J. Cole's just chilling on the beach. Just, here I am.
Watching y'all just go to war with each other, looking stupid.
And y'all try to clown me for apologizing. I didn't want to be a part of this circus.
Right. Like, man, he got every right to him being a part of that nonsense. He like, y'all two, y'all can look stupid together. Y'all can both look stupid.
That is kind of like how it ended up being.
You see what I'm saying? Like, cause now, if y'all was trying to live civil, peaceful lives, y'all can't live peaceful lives because now you got the paparazzi in your shit. Now everybody twisting your shit up. Now y'all going to war with each other. Nah, it's just a big mess.
It's like how you said in high school when like two dudes in the lunchroom get like into a quick scuffle, like a quick one.
Quick ass scuffle.
Where like there's not like a clear winner.
Right.
And then they back up and they start talking shit. And then they keep talking shit throughout the day. Like they'll be in like 8th period getting ready to leave or something. They're like, man, I can't wait to fuck that dude up, man. If you wouldn't have got me off of him, I had him, man. I had him, dude. I had him. And Cole's the mutual friend in the middle, like, man, if y'all don't shut up.
All right, shut the hell up, both of you. Man, I'm trying to go home and do my homework. Shut up. Like, shit.
Like nobody won, dog.
Nobody was, man, come on, bro. Like, that whole track just had me confused. Like, that's just me. I was super confused.
They had you slightly confused, a little. You're not as mature as you think. Got some healing to do.
Right?
Is that what Kendrick said on Mr. Morale?
Yeah. You got.
I saw Kendrick and Drake beef, and I was slightly confused. Maybe I'm not as mature as I think. I got some healing to do.
Man, I needed to heal after that one. It was like, bro, like, what was I listening to? Was that even a diss track for real? Like,
some people thought it sounded like him waving the white flag, but I didn't get that at all. I didn't get that at all. I don't think Drake waved the white flag at all. I actually think he might be the next one. I think he's the first one to strike.
He was quick to wave it to Luda, though. He said, no, wait, I surrendered. Please, no. See, it's just
he waved it in the middle of the shop with LeBron James.
I just feel like he don't want the OG beef. Because the OG beef is different than Young Cat beef. You feel me? Like, as the OGs,
well, they didn't have the internet to play with.
Right, that's true. But even then, the OGs, like I said, like for Luda and for all the other guys that's in the rap game that I listen to, DMX when he was alive, like, man, nah. Like, those type of guys, they're gonna run up in your shit, and then they're gonna tell you what they're gonna do, and that's what they're gonna do. And Luda was no exempt to that fact, because he looked at him dead in the face, smoking a bleezy. It was like, all right, I got something for that ass. He said, yep. Prepare for the longest diss tracks of your life. I mean, like, 20 songs, bro. I mean, like, I heard.
That was the other thing with this beef that's been interesting. Every track was like 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, wow, they kind of brought that back.
I'm telling you, man. Like, maybe after the show, I'll let you listen to the Back to the Future, man. And then you're going to get a whole, you're going to be like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Like, who hurt this guy? Like, what the hell? Like, because Luda is normally quiet. You got to remember that. Luda is quiet. He don't start no type of shit with nobody. But here, this dumb motherfucker come. You see what I'm saying? You poking a lion, man.
And he folded on him.
Yeah, man, he folded him up like a paper bag and sent him back where he came from. Like,
what Kendrick say? Roll him up like a fresh pack of za.
Man,
but
like he said, bitch. Oh no, hell no.
I will say one thing though to kind of conclude on like where we kind of got it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Say it is over. Let's say it is over. It's the last of the tracks. It's over.
Right.
Who won? Who do you think won? I got who I think won, and I got who I personally think won. So I have two different takes.
Since Drake's last song was so trash, I gotta give it to Kendrick. Kendrick made for this whole little beef. His tracks so far have been bangers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go cap. Like they've been bangers, and he ripped a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Like all like just hitting some shots at Drake. You know that I heard, but you know I think Kendrick got that. I think so.
If it's over, you say he got that.
Right. If it's over, I say Kendrick got it. Now, there might be a lot of people that don't agree because you know it's a lot of people that are Drake fans and whatnot. But they got to think about the overall, you know, pretty much the performance of both of them. You know what I'm saying?
So as of right now, with nothing being essentially proven true, my personal opinion, I think Drake won.
You think Drake won?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have that probably 4-1, to be honest.
Right.
But with that being said, now looking at the internet and like, you know, talking to you and talking to other people and, you know, Gil, how people feel about it, I feel like if I had to call an unbiased winner of this, I'd probably give that to Kendrick. I mean, dude, he's not like us is going fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's going nuts, like, man. You got to give it his respect.
Like, even though Drake did say that, hey, you're only going number one because of me. Don't want number one.
Right, it's still number one. Right,
it's still shattered the streaming record.
You still helped this motherfucker get to the top.
It's still insanely popular.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Like,
so at the end of the day, he can talk all that shit to Kendrick, but at the end of the day, he helped Kendrick in this getting up there. Because if it wasn't for this beef and him talking his shit to him, he wouldn't have gotten there. He wouldn't have gotten there.
Well, that's why, like, don't get me wrong, as a big Drake fan, I love Kendrick too, but when Drake was on that week spree, yeah, when he said Dot got it too. Wop, 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 Dot fucked him up. Like, my OVO tat is fading. But I have an owl that just one day I woke up last week and it was just on my arm.
What?
But now I think it's going away. Now I think the owl's disappearing. I'm getting a TDE logo somewhere.
Oh, fucking
but no, I still I'm on Drake's side though with it. But yeah, I mean, calling it down the middle, I think that's clear as day. I think Kendrick's kind of not unfortunately, but with the internet and everything that's been involved up to this point.
The voting is probably the best thing the world has to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have put both of them together and voted, which they did, and majority ruled it.
And the thing that I was getting into too, that kind of I feel like was maybe a bad move on Drake, and I kind of was a little hesitant on at the moment too. Mm-hmm. Again, I thought it was funny, but like a month ago when Drake dropped push-ups or whatever that was, and then there was like a week break, right, where Kendrick didn't drop until Euphoria. In fact, I think there may have even been like a 6 to maybe a 10-day wait.
Right.
Well, if you remember in that time, Drake was like going on their IGs and he's like, oh, drop. They use me as the nothing to drop button. They got nothing. Yeah. And the whole time I did have this little thought in my head of like, watch what you're doing there. Like, you don't want to like.
Yeah, that's what he.
And then finally Kendrick's like,
all right, I'm gonna push your ass right back. Right, it's like man,
don't keep pushing me.
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, Kendrick may be a young cat. At the end of the day, he's still a dude that made it just like he made it. So he got that respect. Got to be there. And if it's not there, then y'all just gonna have to hash it out the way y'all know how, and that's through music.
And I fully believe. I don't think Drake had maybe not any idea, but I don't think he had the idea that Kendrick was about to be this tactical.
Oh shit!
Like I think Drake, just speculating here. I think when he dropped, I kind of touched on it last week though too. I think when he dropped Family Matters, he was like in the studio, like, "Hey guys, fuck yeah, good shit, we got him, we got him."
This foot, like,
he's
yeah,
like,
we got him.
He's like, "Let me go get a drink real quick." And when he walked back in, everybody in the studio was like,
you know that one fish on SpongeBob that do the cough.
He's like, "Hey Drake,
hey, my album went number 1, didn't it?"
He's like, "I don't want you to go on YouTube, dog. It's not looking good." Like,
you been on Spotify, man? Oh yeah, don't go on there, bro.
And everybody was like, "Oh, the song's slow. The song's slow." And he said, "Oh, you want mustard? Okay, not like us." And then it's like, "Oh shit!"
Right?
Like I'll tell you what, in the peak of my Drake standum, even I can look at Not Like Us and go, "God damn!"
Right.
Like if shit, that don't look good.
That's true. That's so true.
Like oh shit, like Euphoria, I thought was like, wow, Kendrick stomped on with a banger.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, back to the jazz samples. And then when I heard the mustard on the beat, I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I also feel like, did he at some point make this a West Coast Canada thing?
Kind of, if you think about it.
Like,
yeah, like if you think about it, it's like I told you, this dates all the way back to Tupac and Biggie, man. West Coast versus East Coast. So now all they doing is just bring it back an old custom. That's all it is. Is
getting the whole place on your side.
Getting the whole place on your side, and for this. It's all about the green at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, they making money off of this.
Kendrick already pretty much said you can forget coming to California.
Right.
Man.
Like Luda made a killing off of that. He made a killing off of those 20 songs, off of one fucking album that he did not even respond
Negativity
to.
breeds cash.
You see?
It's weird. Me? It's really weird.
And he got paid guap. And he was like, he ain't got nothing else to say? That's it? All right, cool. But thank you for my money. Life moves on. You know what I'm saying? Like
the two things that profit off of all beefs are us, the fans.
Yep.
That listen to the music, and the labels.
Exactly.
They love it.
Exactly. That's why that album speaks to me more than any album, because it was a one-hitter quitter. He dropped that bitch and he quit life. He quit everything.
And then Joe Budden tried to run it back and it failed.
Man, like he just made sure that Drake wasn't gonna pull that fuck shit ever again. And I was glad he did it, because Drake needed a reality check, because his first album going platinum, his very first one. So yeah, he got a big ass ego. So yeah, so he tried to poke a lot of bears out here, that are pioneers. Icons, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad that you mentioned that too, because again, I love Drake. I'm coming at this as a Drake stan and a Kendrick stan, damn it. But my Drake standum's just a little bit more.
Right.
But do you think then? So there's an element to a lot of Kendrick Lamar's and Drake's writing, and that element that I want to touch on is that they kind of did it like Cole too, where they're like, hey, if you want smoke with me, I'm ready whenever type shit. Like this, we can get it bracking. Like, I'm down. Like, if you want to come for me, I'm the king.
Right.
I'm the boogeyman, whatever. They always refer to themselves
as
that. You can't touch me lyrically. I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. If this is over, let's go back to if this is over.
Mm-hmm.
With everything that's been done through Drake throughout the years and everything, and the way now that he's essentially kind of maybe bowing out, if that is the case, can he talk like that anymore on the mic? Meaning, like, can he still be like, man, I'm the best at this shit? Like, you know what I'm talking about, that competitive shit.
So you saying if the shit is dropped.
Like, can he poke bears again?
Oh, I mean, if he wants to be a dumbass and keep getting exposed, then yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's totally his choice. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to be a meme for the internet. That's on him. Because me personally, if I'm getting exposed like that and possibly shit might be true, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to poke no more bears. That I would want to stay in my lane, be like, all right, this guy got me by the nuts, and now the whole world knows he got me by the nuts. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just same goes for Kendrick. If shit goes way left for Kendrick, he needed to, pretty much have a conversation with himself. Like, all right, well, I could keep dragging this shit out with this motherfucker, or I could drop this shit.
Yeah, like, can Kendrick still be looked at as the boogeyman?
Oh no, neither one of them can at this point because now that this shit is wrapped around them now. Because either way, it's like I said, don't look good for both. So either way, whichever way this come out, they both one of the other of them is going to be looked upon as, shame, pretty much. Like you shame to the rap game. You brought shame to the rap game. Like that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that shit. Like you gonna talk shit and act like you this, that, and the third, and come around you like this.
Yeah, like right now in a boxing ring sense, it's almost like they're both in their corners.
Right.
And they're looking at each other, and it's like, are we going one more round?
Right.
Are we calling this thing off right now?
Exactly. Which one of us gonna throw in the towel first? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is.
And some people think Drake did. I don't.
Right. I don't think none of them did because it ain't really come out.
The only thing that sounded a little bit iffy on the Heart Part 6 was it did seem a little bit like Drake was a little burnt out. Like it seemed like his energy on push-ups was drop.
Mm-hmm.
But then his energy on Heart Part 6 was kind of like,
yeah, it was like
oh man.
Because we never know what's weighing on him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, if that shit is really true, that he really is like that, and he been praying on them on them, you know what I'm saying, and doing his little exercise shit on the side. If that come out that's true, Drake is fucked. You know what I'm saying?
If any of this shit
right,
stays.
but it's like you said though, Kendrick can at least bounce back. He can bounce back from hitting a female. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit been going around since Pimp Daddies had canes. You know what I'm saying? Like, them been smacking hoes.
It's a lot easier to forgive, per se, than it is Drake.
Exactly. That's a lot easier to forget. Now, what he did is criminal. It's disgusting. And if that does come out that he was like that, he going to have to answer for all of that. And that means him probably losing everything. You know what I'm saying? Just like R. Kelly.
Now, I have an interesting angle. See what you think about this. Humor this. What if the entire time these two have just been throwing bullshit at each other and none of it's true?
That's a possibility. Well,
then how would we score it then? Would we just look at it and go, man, both of y'all are clowns? That's kind of how I'd look at it. I'd be like, are you kidding me?
If y'all doing this for nothing?
You had me spending hours talking about this shit for 2 months,
right?
For it to be you guys just throwing shit back at each other,
and nothing's really serious, and just pretty much making money off the bullshit. That would be fucked up.
But at that point, it's like, oh, so you two just hated each other and just wanted to spew some garbage.
Just spew some garbage, and then when y'all felt like calling it quits, then y'all call it quits. Like it's.
I'll be honest. If that is the case, I will buy a Dreamville hoodie tomorrow.
Oh, for sure.
I will buy a Dreamville hoodie that minute. Like, I will have Cole merch next day business shipping.
Right. Right. That's real talk though, because it's like, man, like if neither one of them gonna budge, it's like, all right. Then at that point,
because if you go back to 7 Minute Drill, when I'm thinking about it, Cole, which I owe him the biggest apology, because when he first apologized, I was on some, man, he's a pussy, like all that shit, like, oh, he ducked the smoke, he lost sleep. But at the end of the day, though, 7 Minute Drill, Cole didn't call Kendrick anything crazy. I mean, he was that cool with Drake, obviously. I'm sure he would have heard it if it was true. He was just like, hey, fuck it, your album sucked, you're trash, I'm better than you. Like, here's why.
Right.
And then he ended up taking it down, and that's a whole different ball game that we've tackled.
See, Cole to me, he do remind me of Luda because he quiet himself. He don't call out nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody stepped to him like this clown did, then he gonna have, he gonna have to do what he got to do. But at the end of the day, he ain't had nothing to do with this stupid beat that they got going on. So he doing it smart. He's staying back and watching them make fools out of each other, which is.
And maybe Cole was like, man, I'm not going to make up something about these guys.
Right.
I'm just going to dog them lyrically.
Right. And that's him pretty much telling the truth right there. Like, I'm not about to lyrically spit something on record saying something about these guys just so I can get paid for it.
And he probably already knew, too. Like, I don't want one of these guys saying something about me.
Right.
And then the internet takes it and runs with it. Now I got to do the classic, hey,
all right.
IG Live. That's not true, guys. That's not true.
None of this is true.
All right. It's not true, guys. Okay, new music soon.
For real though.
That's how it looks.
That's how it looks, and that's how it sounds. It sounds like they in high school all over again. Like it just this beat just don't make no sense.
They were subtweeting each other for years.
Right.
They're like, fucking at me, bro. Fucking at me, dude. At me, bro. At button. Fix it, bro. Bob the Builder, dude. Fix it, bro. At me, dude.
I just don't understand, man. It's like, okay. Like, I get y'all famous and y'all bored and shit, but like, y'all need an outlet, bro. Y'all need an outlet.
That is true. Y'all need some hobbies.
Y'all need a hobby.
Skateboard? Take up skateboard.
Crochet or some shit. I don't care. Like, it's dudes that crochet, man. Ain't no homo shit. Like, you just sit on your ass and do something.
Play some pickleball. I don't know.
Shit, play Madden. Shit. Fuck, do something.
I already can tell Kendrick and Drake would both be controller throwers.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, my controller fucking died. That's the only reason why I won. My shit wasn't charged right.
Like, do something with your life.
He had the fresh double A's. My analog wasn't working right.
My joystick was stuck. I couldn't even move the shit. Like, oh, man.
Somebody spilled some on the X button. I couldn't throw the X all game.
It's sticking. I'm lagging.
Oh, yeah. You know it's down bad when that comes out.
I'm lagging.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm lagging. Must have been lagging. Classic. Oh, shit, lag.
Bro. I don't get it.
Must have lagged on my buzzer beater.
Look,
they get perfect connection.
They got all this money, but literally have nothing to do with their life, but just, hey, I don't like the way you look, man.
My favorite is this happened to me once. Somebody was like, man, it's lagging. I was like, buddy, we're offline. I was like, we are playing now. It's not lagging at all. I was like, you're just drunk. There's not a lag in this at all.
He said, but I'm lagging, bro. We're gonna play now, bro. It's versus mode.
There ain't a lag at all, dude.
Where am I lagging? Help.
Oh,
like, what you mean, help? We don't play.
Speaking of lagging, to talk about another element of this, now that we can step away from the music, let's talk about just a little bit of the aftermath since the music's came out. So speaking of lagging, I think Drake's security guard might have been lagging a little bit when it came to pulling out his gun.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's okay. Thankfully, he's okay, so we can make a joke about it.
Yeah.
But, I think at like 6 a.m. or whatever it was, he had some people pull up on him, catch him off guard.
Well, you seen the security guard, right? He fat as hell. Like,
he was trying to jump behind the bush, and he's like, fuck.
He probably, right. His ass was probably still in his boxes, up trying to roll his fat ass out of bed, and he heard the gunshot. I was like, oh, shit, oh. Drake, you all right? Hey. Where you at, man? Where your gun at? Oh, shit. Oh, I left him in the room. Shit. Oh.
Here, let me go outside. Check it out.
Hold on.
He went out there. He's like, oh, shit. Drake's like kind of
I thought the security guard dog took care of this. Security dog.
Oh, my God.
Well, I hope he's all right, though.
Yeah, so like, since then, the guard got shot.
Yep.
In I guess it was a drive-by?
I want to say it was
or they pulled up, they parked, and then they shot? I don't know.
I really don't know.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah,
but then,
it was either a drive-by or they got up out the car and started spraying. So,
and then I don't know if you saw this, but then since then has been 2 separate occasions where 2 individuals actually tried to break into his house.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were trying to, fuck around at the gate, and they got into an altercation with the guard.
Yep.
Man, somebody get that guard a raise.
He did a raise.
When that third dude pulled up, he's like, man, if I don't get an extra 0 on that bonus, what the fuck?
This better be $260 an hour.
Jesus Christ. Another guy pulling up? Like, shit.
Right. I need that money, man.
The crazy thing about it, though, from what I've seen, is that it's not even anybody involved on Kendrick's side. It's actually the Weeknd's people. Because I guess 2 weeks ago, Cash XO or somebody like that, somebody in Weeknd's camp, somebody actually put a bullet on him. And he's okay. I think he just got shot at. I don't think anything actually hit.
I don't think he got shot.
But I think they shot at him.
Shot out.
But now with that being said, though, it's like, what's the more serious beef here? Is it actually Drake and Kendrick, or is it this weird beef with The Weeknd?
No, that's got to be the serious beef right now. Yeah, him shooting all that shooting nonsense. Now that's when shit get real. No,
that's when it goes. We're too far.
Yeah, we're too far gone at that point.
Yeah,
so now it's like, all right, something really gonna have to happen now. So,
I'd rather you make up a bunch of bullshit that's not true.
I'd rather do that or shit. Do like Jake Paul, man. Hey, sign a contract. We just gonna fight on the Zen and you know what I'm saying. Settle this.
And
Like,
I actually think people pulling up on Drake's house actually makes Drake look a little bit better in all
oh
this.
yeah, oh yeah.
Because he's like, man, I ain't sending nobody to your guys' places. Like,
and his
fuck.
shit, and he's still standing. So yeah, he's
Still in there hunkered down.
He's proven that he can hold down his fort and not be shook of whoever gonna come up in his shit. So
like I saw this morning, he posted this thing. He's like, hey, typical Drake post. He's like, hey, Toronto helicopters, can you come after 3 p.m.? I'm trying to get some sleep in here. You got to change the flight times. And yeah.
Oh yeah. Drake was super happy when they won that championship. I remember his ugly ass.
Oh, the
happy.
Raptors?
Oh man, bruh, that had been the biggest fluke of life, bruh. Like, but it was cool though. It was all right.
Where do you think this Toronto war is gonna go? Because it looks like the violence is oddly enough going on with Drake.
Yeah, and it's spewing into the United States, and that's what's not good right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they beef just need to stay they beef and not everybody else.
My whole thing with that though is like, what could it be that has Drake and Weeknd that much at
I wish I knew
each other? Like I
wish I knew.
That one just really confuses me.
It confuses me too because I want to know what was said or what was done to cause this, action of violence. Because it's like,
I'll be honest, I think even Kendrick, when he saw that news, was like, God damn!
Right, like, hold on.
Like,
shots fired? Literally?
He probably looked, he was like, hey, we didn't put out nothing, right?
Right, hold on, right. Hey, looking for security. Hey, where was you at?
Like, shit, we didn't send anybody, right?
Hey, man, I was on the couch playing 2K. All right, cool. Hey, where was you at?
Like, oh, shit.
Questioning his whole staff. What was y'all doing? I was cooking some nachos. All right. Look, shit. Hell
like,
yeah.
damn.
Right. It's like, oh, man.
I really do hope, though, that, like, it doesn't go any more violent.
I hope so, too.
Like, I hope it's like, okay, this is...
Right.
Call that off. Like, this is getting too crazy.
Hey, for real, man. Seriously.
I mean, you got Drake's kid, or kids, if Kendrick's telling the truth, that would be at that house, and you don't want fucking people pulling up on it.
Yeah, man, and they children being there and shit. Like, come on now, like
that's when it loses all of its fun.
Right, for real.
Like, yeah, that's when it loses all of its fun.
For all the rappers that you know what I'm saying, that I looked up to over the years, if y'all saying this, please get it together. Don't kill my childhood, man. You know what I'm saying? I love rap. Don't make me retire rap because I will go to rock in a heartbeat. Like,
I keep saying those jokes too.
I
keep saying those jokes too. I'm like, man, I'm one more fucked up thing away from K-pop and Jelly Roll. Like, fire up the Jelly Roll, Kids Bop, Pop Goes Punk, all that shit. I'll start throwing on video games. Give me the Skyrim soundtrack.
Right, give me
I'll play that bitch.
Insert Halo music.
Yeah, I'll listen to that Oracle go, all day long. Hell yeah.
Serious as
Run
fuck, man. I just can't take this shit no more, man. Like that, like rap was saying culturally like amazing because it got you going, man. Like it got your day going. Your swag will be in place. You know what I'm saying?
You could believe what you were listening to. You didn't have to depict it.
Right.
And run to Twitter to see if something was true.
That's what I'm saying. It was so much simpler. It was simpler with the headphones and CD player.
The old Walkman joint.
Right, Walkmans. You know what I'm saying?
MP3 SanDisk that you can only have 108 joints on it.
Now, that's when music was music, when you had to go to the store and actually buy the motherfucker. Nowadays, you got to go on here. But to me, it was more meaningful getting that CD. Like, you walk up in the store, right? Yeah, see? You walk up in the store, grab that CD you always wanted. You like, shit, this the gold mine right here. Like every little I said every little Kim album, every Eve album, every Ludacris album, every Boyz II Men. Man, look, I can keep going.
Shit.
I can keep going, keep on going. That's what music was music. Nah, I'm a little confused because we got Diddy, Yeah, it's getting weird. It's getting
DMX.
Yep. Another real one.
Oh, DMX has rolled over in his grave so much at this point that the backwood is in half.
Oh, bro.
The backwood's in half and the black and mild's been crushed.
Him, Tupac, Biggie up in heaven like, what they doing?
Pop's over here like, leave me out of it.
No.
Fucking leave me out of it.
Man, looking down at Diddy like, bruh.
Kendrick's over here, all eyes up on me like I'm going to send it up to Pac. Pac's like, send that shit back down. Keep that shit back down. Don't you AI my voice, and don't you send anything up to me either.
And don't let it come out that Diddy has something to do with either one of their deaths. When he died, oh yeah, they're gonna be waiting for that ass. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, we been waiting for you, bro. Yo, yeah, we been waiting for your time, bro. We waited for a millennium. It's a wrap.
Do you think Biggie's like, well, I never have to worry about bumping into Diddy again? He's like, God, you saw that shit, right? And he's like, oh yeah, duly noted.
Word.
He's like, all right, I don't got to worry about ever seeing him again.
Mm-mm.
Meanwhile, DMX is like, oh, just send him up for a second so I can knock him out.
Bro, I seen on IG today, man, they released the video of Diddy and Meek, man. Like it hurt my soul listening to that, man.
Are you talking about the back blown out thing?
Yes.
I heard that too.
Oh man. He talking about, yeah, you earned yours, boy. Like, wait a minute. Why y'all selling y'all souls, bro? Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
I really hope that Diddy and Meek video was actually bullshit.
I hope so too, man. But him in the pool, he like this, got it all arched out and stuff. Like, wait a minute, bro. Y'all suspect.
He used to pray for times like that, to grind like this, to shine like that.
Man, thank God Wayne got away, man. Thank God.
Meek used to pray for times like getting fucked by Diddy.
Man, Lord, please forgive him for what he did for Diddy. Forgive him, man. He ain't want to. You heard the video. Over here,
dear God, please let me meet P. Diddy.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
I'm praying for times like this.
I hope he signs me after this.
I'll grind however you need me to so I can shine like that. Like, just tell me what I need to do, Lord.
Well, unfortunately, you might have to get the backbone.
He's like, we can make it work.
We can do something with that, yeah. Like,
and you're gonna have a good run until you accuse Drake of hiving ghostwriters.
Like it is so tragic, man. Like rap is something happening, man. There's something happening to rap, and I'm not liking it one bit. I'm not liking it. It's tearing me up on the inside. It's like, man, like I don't even know what to listen to anymore. Little Uzi Fruity, man, they all fruity. Like, it's like, oh man, this shit crazy. This dude up here wearing a purse and a skirt and nylon leggings, and it's like, man, look.
What Q say on Blue Lips? Oh man, I ain't rocking no purse.
Man, I can't believe it, man. Like it's like, okay, like this.
How about when Lil Tecca came out and he was talking about, I got the sticks, I got this, and then he was like, I play video games. Then I do that. Like, and it's like, wait a minute. This is a whole album about you supposedly having bodies on your case.
Man.
You're telling me this whole time?
You just a nerd.
Like, like, what the fuck? And then Roddy Ricch, I think, kind of did the same thing.
Right.
People were like, oh shit, Roddy's hard. And then he came out in like a Genius interview and he's like, I actually do none of this.
Right. Lil Wayne is actually smart. He ain't no dumb motherfucker. This motherfucker had the honor roll. He graduated like that.
2 Chainz. A lot of people forget
2 Chainz. Honor roll student.
Georgia University.
What the hell? None of these.
God.
Like that's what makes rap so funny. Like the world thinks these motherfuckers is one way, but in reality, they just like us, just going to school, and some of them take advantage of it. Some of them don't give a fuck. It is what it is.
And then you end up like Smoke Perk.
Right.
Playing for 5 people at a bar when you were at one point the hottest thing in the world with Lil Pump.
or Rick Ross's concert where there was only like 20 people.
Well, Mike Millions with a great smooth transition, because guess what I wanted to touch on real quick? No Diddy, but touch on real quick. So
strictly no Diddy.
Yeah, we'll only touch on this briefly because there's really not much to even say on it. But because you mentioned Rick Ross, did you see who dissed Rick Ross 2 nights ago?
I did not see who dissed
The Game. So The Game came out and dissed Ross. But here's the only thing I'll say on it. Man, it's corny as fuck.
I believe it.
Because Ross didn't mention your name. There was like a quick little back and forth on IG. And like Game took it immediately to like, nope, I'll pull up myself, put a bullet in your head, kill you, beat you up, stomp you out, rip your arms off type shit, Mortal Kombat style.
Bro, the Game is 6'4". That's a big ass human.
To me though, this literally just looked like the easiest clout chase.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody's beefing. I'm the Game. I'm not in a beef. I need to be in a beef because that's how I'm the Game.
Yeah.
And he said, Rick Ross, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I pick you, Rick Ross. Like that's literally how it felt to me.
Rick
like
Ross.
It was literally like he put all these names on a board.
Ross ain't no battle rapper, man.
Duck, Goose. Okay, Ross. That's what I mean.
Ross is not a battle rapper, man. Like
I actually think Ross won in his response on IG. Because he did the infamous thing where he pulls out the bottle of Bel Air and he starts walking around the house and around the pool.
Flexing like,
and he's like, Game. He's like, I know your house is on foreclosure. He's like, you see this yard? And like goes into like that whole thing. And I love it when Ross starts going.
Ross. He be bringing it.
He even said the one thing. He's like, man, he's like, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Agent Ross. Yep.
Officer Ross.
Officer Ross. Yeah.
But he was just pretty much like, man, like he even pointed out a couple bars. But essentially, Rick Ross was like, man, I'm not responding.
Yeah.
Like, this is all you get. Like, you dissed me, I'll address it. Here it is.
Because they know this shit is getting stupid now.
It's getting crazy.
It's getting crazy. It's getting stupid.
Like did you see Gunna fired at Baby yesterday?
No, I did see that. No,
that transitions us into new music reviews. So I guess we'll start with albums and we'll start with Gunna's. Not as big of a Gunna fan as I used to be. But because I really used to be a pretty big Gunna fan until everything kind of fell out with the fucking trial, which even though it looks like he really wasn't a snitch, and he even addressed that in the last track of the album, so I'll give him props for that. But it's one of those cases where until I hear Thug really speak on it, I don't know really what to really think on.
You talking about Slim Thug?
Young Thug.
Oh, Young Thug.
King Slime. Yeah. Free Thug. Free King Slime.
Yeah, see, between the both of them, they in involvement with Diddy. So that's
there's a Diddy connection?
Yeah. But
what's the Diddy connection?
With Gunna and Young Thug? Young bro, he was the one that I
was not aware of a Diddy connection.
I think he found Young Thug first. I'm pretty sure. Like we talking about Dreadhead Young Thug, right? With the squeaky voice like Wayne.
The fucking Tyga feature Thug. The song, let me find it.
Because it's one of them Young Thugs that's in connection with Diddy. And they did shit with Diddy. And
I think you might be thinking, because I feel like Young Thug was found through like, I know he wasn't QC. Now I'm wondering.
Yeah, because I could have sworn Diddy found one of them motherfuckers. And
that's what it was, the Stoner.
The
Stoner song.
Oh,
I think was the first one that I ever heard. I don't know why I thought Tyga had something to do with that. Mm-mm. But no, I wasn't aware though if they had like any connection like that. But so to kick it off though with the Gunna album, did you end up hearing anything from it?
Like
any of the tracks?
No, I didn't hear any other tracks.
Yeah, I can touch on that one briefly. I mean, as a person who used to like Gunna, I do believe that if you are a Gunna supporter, I do think that there's a lot of songs on there you'll love. I think his production's really solid on it overall. But, man, it goes right back to what we were just saying. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, sick of the beat.
He fired shots at Drake. He fired shots at Baby big time. There's like 6 shots at Lil Baby on it. See, he fired a shot at Future on it. And it's like, I don't even know where this shit's coming from at this point.
They just pulling shit out of thin air at this point. And it's like,
album overall, though, I thought was pretty solid. There's really not much to say on that. Right. But because you mentioned, just talking about ongoing beefs, I figured I'd mention that.
Right.
But now we see what else came out album-wise. Oh, I'll save the highly recommendation for the end. We got a couple of them. Just kind of scrolling through, see if anything catches your eye. See where I want to go first. Well, I haven't heard this yet, but another album to mention was Ghostface Killah dropped.
Ghostface Killah.
He's got a lot of people on there, too. Jim Jones, Method Man, Raekwon, Nas.
Okay.
Iceman, Kanye, which I actually didn't even see that yet. Fat Joe, AZ, Busta, Serrani, Remy Ma. Cool seeing Remy Ma. I haven't seen Remy Ma get a big feature.
I ain't heard from her in a minute. Shit.
Last thing I heard about Remy Ma is that she was with some battle rapper.
Oh, damn.
Like, I forget who she was dating before. Was it Pat Poose?
Pat Poose.
Maybe I might be wrong on that.
She with a legend, yo. She better stick with him. Shit.
That's the thing.
He's a fucking legend.
Cheated on him.
Oh, man.
If I remember correctly, that was like sometime last year. I could be wrong, but it was cool seeing her, though, as a feature on the album. I still got to listen through some of it, though. I'll be honest. I only got to like a couple of I heard Scar Tissue with Nas. But obviously, if you like that golden era hip hop, I highly recommend checking that out.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of anything of this guy, 21 Lil Harold? He just dropped a little 8-pack, little 8 album.
I heard of him on the For some of the young cats, I'll be around.
Yeah, I kind of like 21 Lil Harold. I like that one with 21 Savage.
Right.
Yeah, he's kind of got like a unique sound.
No, I'm a 21 Savage fan. That's my dog. Yeah.
Now I saw there's some other up and comers on here, but albums that I didn't listen to, so I'm probably not going to mention it. So the next album that I will mention, now this one is one of my two, what I call highly recommendations on the show. That means capital H-I-G-H. Highly recommend checking it out. Highly recommend it.
Okay.
Are you into Conway the Machine?
Conway the Machine.
From Griselda?
Oh, shit. Now, Griselda sound familiar. What you got for them?
So, Conway, I love Conway. I actually got to shake his hand last year, which was pretty cool.
Stop playing. Okay.
Yeah, me and good brother Dooley with the Dooley pulled up at the grog shop, actually, for that show.
How many tracks he made?
Well, I didn't add the whole album, but I believe it was 15.
15? Okay.
Let's see, either 15 or 16. Take a look.
I'm going to be a game on him.
14. 14 songs.
14.
And the album is called Slant Face Kill. I highly recommend checking that out.
Yeah,
a lot of features on there, too,
shit.
that you'd like. I might even end up running this when we rip a Bleezy afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, you got like Joey Badass on there. That was one of the singles. Then he mixed it up. You got like Key Glock on there. You got Tech Nine. You got Absol and Jay Worthy.
Let's go.
You got Method Man on there on a record called Meth Back. You got Larry June on Kin Express. A lot of great records on there. My top three favorites, though, would be I'll go Dasani. I'll go Give and Give. And Vertino probably be my third favorite on there. I just love that beat on Vertino a lot. But now the album, though, that I highly, that's double highly, maybe even highly recommend.
Oh, triple high.
You're about to learn something about me that I don't think you knew, Mike Millions. I am a huge Chief Keef fan.
Man, what? Me too.
Hell yeah. And me and him are literally like only 2 months apart.
Oh, shit.
On like age. So like, it's like I've always kind of felt like that kind of, like, I'd love to sit down and talk with Chief because it's like we've lived such different lives, but like we're like the same age, and it's like you blew up when I originally wanted to blow up, and you did all of it, and like now I'm looking at like how he's talking on the album, dude. He's more lyrical on this album than I've ever heard, and like he's got those old elements of Chief Keef. Like he has this one bar. He's like, I was born in '95, but I've been lit since '91, and it's like I love it when he does that shit. But then there's actually a bar on the album where he mentions, I forget exactly how it comes up, but he's like, I got so much trauma because I never got to be a kid.
Oh, yeah, he never did, though, yeah.
And he's like, he followed that up, and he's like, I can name 16
had a
family
kid when he was
members
14.
now that still are not, that, that could not ever live. Like,
he probably the first dude I ever seen on the internet that had a child at 14. Like, it's like, man, like you became a man early in life. Like super early.
That's cheaper by the dozen numbers, bro.
Right.
That's cheaper by the dozen numbers that he's got there working with.
I wouldn't have survived like my teenage years if I would have had a kid. My dad, man, what?
But I will say, I think this is Chief Keef's best production that he's got yet.
Oh,
I mean, the beats and the samples are crazy. Originally, this was supposed to come out last August, and I think it was really smart that he delayed it. Because
I got to get adjusted to his new shit now. Because like I'm so used to his old bangers. I
was about to say, it's the first time that you're literally going to be listening to it. I think like I did because you love Sosa, and I think that you're going to be listening to it the same way I did on first listen. Like I was on track 5 going, wow,
like this
is what grown up Chief Keef sounds
right, yeah.
Like it's not no longer just finito, and which even though that's all classics.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. His one album, his first album that he made when he first came out, that one was a banger because he had
Finally Rich.
Was it Finally Rich? No, I think it was the one after that. It was the one after that one. He had a song on there. Save that shit. That's what it was called. She said she loved me, but whatever that is. Like, oh man.
Oh, Sosa Chamberlain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had to dive back into the archives there.
That was my shit, man.
Oh, that's why there's actually a track on the album that I just thought was, even though there's been all this beef going on, there was actually a cool moment of positivity on the album. You know who Chief has as a feature, and I don't know if you're going to remember this. Like I actually had to refresh myself, but he has Quavo as a feature on the album. Do you remember when Fredo Santana was beefing with the fucking Migos?
Oh, hell yeah.
R.I.P. Fredo. But that's when literally Offset did that whole thing where he's like, oh, we're going to pull up, shoot the fade, blah, blah, blah. And Fredo went straight to, man, I ain't shooting no fade. He goes, I'm going to pull out the stick and shoot your ass.
Right.
And real quick, the Migos was like, ooh.
Right. Hell yeah. They
were like, ooh, shit, he going to pull out the gun.
He going to pull up in Atlanta and light y'all up.
And Fredo was already telling people for years, I do not need to rap. I only do that as a hobby.
Right.
Like, I make more money doing my other illegal shit.
Yep. Exactly.
And everybody looked at that and did not question it at all.
No.
They were like, that dude looks legit.
Yep. Like, man, I don't
if he said he's going to pull out a gun and shoot me, he'll probably do that.
The fact that he's pretty much saying that I don't need rapping, and no matter if I get locked up or not, I still going to have bond money. Oh, yeah, it's a waste. You might as well just leave that guy alone. Leave him alone, bro. He got nothing to lose.
I'll be honest. If I was getting ready to fight somebody and they're like, man, I'm not even going to fight you. I'll pull out a gun. I'm going
right, hell yeah. But like, hold up, man. Like, wait, hold on.
Yo,
like,
my man.
Let's just relax.
Hit him with the Drake Bell. Whoa, take it easy, man.
Right. Let's all be cool. Let's have a beer.
Whoa, take it easy, man.
Shit. Who hurt you, man? What's going on with you? Like, shit. Was it a female? Let's talk about it. Shit, it's plenty of them.
Like, yeah, dang.
There's more fish in the sea. You got more to live for. Come on. Look.
But yeah, he dropped a great 17-song album. I thought the intro was great. He's got G Herbo on there. He's got Ball Out. He's got Lil Nar. You got Tierra Whack. You got Sexy Red, who I think he works great with. Tierra Whack killed it on Banded Up. You got Quavo on Never Fly.
Sexy Red, I thought. She a hoe, thought he thought.
You like Sexy Red?
She all right. You know, some of the female.
Sexy Red or Ice Spice?
Sexy Red. Yeah.
Not the great Icicle Spice? Not the great Isis Spice?
Yeah, no.
Not the great ISO Spice?
No.
I'm trying to think how many nicknames can I come up with for this.
Bruh.
But that actually gives us a good transition because now we can talk about singles. So once again, I do highly, highly recommend checking out Almighty So 2. I'll end up showing you a couple joints off that too. And I highly, highly recommend checking out Slant Face Killer as well.
Banger.
I had to do the Conway ad-libs real quick. I couldn't resist. So now to pivot to the great queen that is Icicle Spice. She dropped a record yesterday called Gimme a Light. And it samples Sean Paul's Give Me a Light.
Give me the light. Oh,
what do you know? What do you know?
That's what I'll be saying. I cannot take rapping no more. They jock off of each other. Be original. Fuck.
I'll be honest too, man. The sample couldn't be any more obvious.
Yeah, man.
It's like when NLE Choppa 2 months ago did the it's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
When he did that fucking sample.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's everybody, like, so y'all not even hiding it.
Everybody jock off of each other, bro. It's ridiculous.
Meanwhile, I just had a Linkin Park sample not get cleared on fucking me trying to upload a song.
Right. Mick Mills got sued by the Undertaker by using his shit.
But fucking NLE Choppa can use the entire song.
Man.
At one point, I was like, wait a minute. He changed the words a little bit.
Right.
Like, I thought, is this just him doing like a weird cover? Like,
yeah,
like, can we call it a remix? He's keeping the words.
Yeah, it don't make no sense why they can't be original. Like, that's how rapping was built, on being original. Like that. Like that's what tuned us in all the time, because it was some shit that was never done before. Like, let me tell you something, America. Don't make me reach out to Blind Fury and have y'all show that on Blind Fury, okay? Anybody who know Blind Fury is Blind Fury the truth, okay? I will get his old ass out of retirement just so we can hear some good ass music, okay? Okay. Like,
shit, I saw Big Daddy Kane was on a roundtable interview talking about, like, they asked him, like, you know, do you think you could ever make a return? He's like, even if I could, he goes, I don't want it.
Yep.
I don't want to be a part of this landscape type shit right now. Questlove even commented on that.
Yeah, because look, what? In order to get to the top, you gotta give up your booty. No, hell
or
no.
Diss somebody,
right? Or diss somebody. Give up the booty or diss somebody. Like, no, hell no.
You're like, that's my only two options.
Those are my only two options.
What happened to the third option?
What's
make
third?
Great music.
Right. Make great music or leave and leave.
What happened to the timeless music?
Right.
I'll take some of that if we still got any left.
That make no sense, man. Like, look, they go to lengths that I don't understand. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, just for stardom. Like, why go that fucking far just for that? Like, it's just like, man, like, nah, man. That's giving up too much, man. That's giving up your manhood, your pride as a man. Like I can't do it, man. Like I can't.
I'd be
do
J.
it.
Cole. I've been losing all sleep.
Like right,
I'd never sleep again.
Right, like being a former football player. Like if the Browns offer me right now, like, hey man, we'll offer you a spot on the field. You just got to do one thing. What's that? You got to give up your ass. I'd be like, fuck you.
Hey, Watson's got a sore shoulder. He's got to get the massage somehow.
Yep. Well, in this case, I mean, he was acting like he was hurt, so he can, do what he had to do.
Oh, I can't.
Sorry, Watson. Sorry, Watson. Yeah, we getting to you. Don't worry.
Speaking of which, there's really not much left. Ice Spice, like I said, she dropped. Another woman that dropped, Megan Thee Stallion dropped BOA.
Oh, yeah.
And she once again responded to Nicki Minaj, even though Nicki was the last, or Meg was the last one to say anything. So there's more of your beef buffet.
Oh,
so
my
Meg,
God.
which I actually did like the record, and I do love Meg. I got nothing.
Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion cool.
But every time I see Meg twerk, I'm like, lock that dude up for another 10 years. I'm like, fucking put him in solitary, dog.
Don't let him back out. Just keep twerking for us.
Like shit.
Keep twerking for us, please.
I saw Khalid dropped. I saw T Grizzly drop the record with Future.
Okay.
I did not hear that yet.
I didn't hear that either. It's okay. I fuck with T Grizzly.
Oh, it's Boa. Like boa constrictor.
Oh, okay.
Continuing the snake theme. That makes sense. What I said, BOA. Drop BOA. Best of auto-tune. No, I don't know. I saw Hardy and Dr. Dre drop the Gin and Juice remix, which that to me was just he sampled Dr. Dre and just said featuring Dr. Dre. I don't think Dr. Dre had anything really to do with it.
Oh, no.
I didn't hear this yet, but I saw that Larry June dropped Meet Me in Napa. So that looks pretty cool.
Right.
Looked like there was a lot of different singles from a lot of different people. Andre Day I saw dropped. I started to see different names where I was like, okay, maybe we hit the train tracks and gone too far.
Right.
Another big single, though, that did come out that I saw is like really doing well is Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen.
Oh, shit. Nah, yeah. I ain't hip to that.
That's called I Had Some Help. And it's essentially Post Malone. Really what it is he's doing.
Larry June is fire.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited to check that out. That's why I just added that.
Oh, shit.
I was like, all right, bet I got to add that. I haven't heard that yet at all.
Yeah, it's a lot of music I got to peep game about that I'm missing out on.
Well, that I believe, ends us off, though, with music.
Okay.
I believe we can now pivot off into other uncharted territories.
Super uncharted.
So just two things that I wanted to just pop off real quick. Not much really to it. Just kind of, I haven't shared my reviews on like newer movies that have came out because like everything that's been going on really in the past 2 months. So I figured I'd just give a quick two. Those trailers I showed you pre-pod?
Yep.
So I'll start with Unfrosted. So for those that don't know, I believe on May 3rd. Oh, dude, that movie was great.
Epic.
So Jerry Seinfeld wrote, produced, and directed a new movie that just hit Netflix called Unfrosted. And it's essentially about the birth of the Pop-Tart. And it's based on a true story, but it's more so comedy driven, but it is based on, I guess, a true story. But some of it's just embellished.
All right.
But essentially the movie is about how Kellogg's was able to get the first Pop-Tart on the shelf and how it went absolutely nuts and the whole origin behind it and how it started. Highly recommend checking it out. I think Jerry Seinfeld did a great job.
I'm gonna check that out.
It's educational and it's fucking hilarious.
Man.
And I love Jerry Seinfeld's style.
That shit gonna take me back to my childhood, man.
Oh, like they were making prototypes of the Pop-Tart. Right. Small spoiler here, small spoiler. But when they're making prototypes of the Pop-Tart, well, they're throwing out the prototypes, right?
Right.
And these kids are like waiting for them to throw this shit in the dumpster. So then they run up and they jump in the dumpster and they start eating it. Well, Jerry Seinfeld like steps out to go to the car and he sees this one like these two kids in the dumpster and they're gnawing away on this shit and they got like strawberry jam like all over their mouth and shit. So you can tell they were eating like
right, that was dogging it.
And Jerry's like, "Oh, like you guys like that?" And they're like, "Oh, this is good." And he's like, "Oh, so like pretty much the people that were the testers was the kids in the trash." So like that's like, "Oh, you like that? Oh, okay. Here, let me give you a fresh one."
Yeah,
one that didn't get thrown away. Yeah, straight out the toaster, and they're like, "Ooh, it's warm, gooey." Like, but no,
that shit look epic.
Fucking hilarious.
I gotta check that.
The other review I wanted to also give attached to that, so I highly recommend checking out Unfrosted as well. And as always, hit me up on Reddit. You can drop your socials at the end if they want to, run movies or anything by you.
Okay.
So with that being said, though, I got another review, which is that other movie I showed you, which the movie's called Sweet Dreams. And I do believe now it's on Prime. I don't know where else you would find it, but I know that I watched it on Prime. I know that it's probably available for rent somewhere. But Johnny Knoxville produced, and he didn't direct it, but he also helped produce it and shit. He's the main star, and it's the first time that I'm aware of that he's actually doing like a serious role. And the movie's called Sweet Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
What it's about, I'm sure you got a gist from the trailer. Essentially, it's Johnny Knoxville. He hasn't been athletic or anything like that in years. He, I believe they said in the movie he was like a
baseball player.
Yeah, who like ended up doing like music videography or something like that. And he became a drunk. For 15 years, he was an alcoholic. He only had like 2 nights where he didn't have a drink. So he ended up, essentially the movie, this really isn't a spoiler. It starts off with him naked on a park bench.
Yep.
And he literally ends up going home to find out that his daughter was waiting up all night for him. He didn't make it home. The wife's kicking him out of the house. You're a fucking piece of shit. You need help. Boom, boom, boom. You're not ever going to see us again unless you get help.
Yeah, I think he went to, it looked like it was a halfway house or something.
Yeah, it's a halfway house. And the halfway house is actually called Sweet Dreams.
So he's,
essentially what the premise is that this guy charges these guys nothing to just come stay there, stay in this nice, friendly atmosphere where everybody's sober. And then when you're finally ready, you can leave, and you can even bring more recruits to the house.
Right.
And essentially, the house is going to end up getting foreclosed. So Johnny Knoxville ends up lacing up the cleats, so to speak, and going out there with the team and coaching these guys so they can win the $80,000 prize, and then he can be sober and see his family again. Well, I highly recommend checking it out. I told you that when I first rented it, I was like, oh, Johnny Knoxville is going to be funny as fuck.
Man.
And like 20 minutes into the movie, I'm like, oh, shit, he's crying.
You're right.
I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, this ain't funny at all. I'm like, yeah, there's some jokes.
I thought this shit was going to be funny. What happened?
And I did see that I haven't really ever watched the guy's podcast, but I saw that Theo Von was one of like the side. He's the one in the trailer where he goes, yeah, the room only smells like that because he had 2 bags of piss under his bed. Like, let him ferment there for a while.
Marinated.
Yeah.
That shit funny as fuck.
Yeah, I highly recommend checking that shit out.
I'm with it.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
I can't wait to peep game on that shit.
I'm just doing a timestamp right there. Boom, boom, boom. But last thing I wanted to mention on TV and movies before we pivot off into sports, which I know you're itching. And I'm itching to see what you got to say. So to transition us into sports, let's talk about the roast of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Comedy's back, baby. Not saying that comedy ever left, but it's been a long time since I've heard an F-bomb and an R-bomb.
Man.
And they were letting them fly.
Oh, man.
The R-bomb being R-E-T-A-R-D.
Yes.
And the F-bomb being F-A-G-G-O-T. For those that...
Man.
I'm still nervous to say it.
That was slick.
I'm not confident yet. I'm waiting to see somebody else say it a couple more times, and then maybe I'll throw it back in the vocab.
Right.
But
that's what I'm saying. Jeff Ross has some balls for that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, roast of Tom Brady, man. First off, it just felt good having a roast back.
Man.
And also, the other thing with it that I thought was hilarious, I did not hear about it until the day of. I didn't hear shit about it.
I didn't even know it was even a thing until...
It wasn't literally until like 6 o'clock on Sunday. Somebody was like, I was just like scrolling on Twitter and I saw like the advertisement. And they're like, the greatest roast of all time tonight, Tom Brady. And I was like,
what the fuck?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Right.
But no, it felt good though. Roasts feel like they're back.
Man.
What'd you think of it?
The roast was hilarious. I mean, me being it's like I said, I love Tom Brady, but I hate Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like, he the GOAT, but to me, he a joke. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of him winning, you know, but at the end of the day, the jokes were hilarious. Like, have me literally in tears, Kevin Hart, every 30 seconds say, fuck you, Tom, from Nikki, Dog and Gronkowski, all the way down to Tom Brady, and pretty much she didn't even dog Tom Brady. That's what made it funny. She wanted to top him up on that stage, and then said that she was going to shoot her own man of 10 years in the face to do so. So that off top,
which that's how you can tell he's got thick skin,
bruh. Oh my god! Like I just all.
If I'm on beer 7, I might pull a Will Smith.
Man.
I don't know though. That'd be a reverse Will Smith.
Oh
situation.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be like him slapping Jada.
Oh my god! And then they was ragging him about his wife, man. Like, I don't know how I would feel. You know what I'm saying?
I think those were the jokes that Brady liked the most.
Right, which is crazy though. Like it even his woman.
He was like, you can say whatever you want about my ex-wife, but don't you even look at Robert Kraft.
Even Nikki had me dying laughing. She was like, okay, you had to thought that plan through, right? You had to, because you can't just up and go up to your woman like, hey, judo looks fun. Hey, go do some judo. Rolling around with a dude, you know, in spandex and a leotard, you know, his thing, you know.
Oh, man.
You feel me? Like
take up jujitsu.
Right. It was bound to happen. So that's exactly why she put it in perspective. She was like, yeah, how's it feel to set your woman up with a dude that can kick your ass? Like
eat hers.
Right. Like, and he hurt at the same time, simultaneously beating your ass.
He'll have you in a reverse leg lock.
Right.
Like, he's nose deep.
Nose deep.
He's fucking Nick Cage and Treasure Hunter. He's national treasure.
I couldn't believe it.
He's trying to take a key bump off that cooter.
Man. And I didn't even finish the roast though, because I had to go to work. But man, oh man, watching that, I can't wait to finish it, because that's
there was a name also that I wanted to make sure you didn't forget to mention, because I know you said you loved his set, Drew Bledsoe. Because I was gonna ask, like, who was your favorite sets?
The favorite. Oh yeah, Drew Bledsoe was number one up there.
Bledsoe was your favorite?
Oh yeah, man. Because you gotta think of the history. He was brewing that pot for years. He was brewing this pot for years. He waited for this exact moment to exact his revenge on Tom Brady. And man, did he deliver. He delivered.
Favorite set in this one's tough, because a lot of them had great ones.
Yeah, I just feel like Bledsoe's meant more, because the man was unconscious for 5 days. Wakes up on the 5th day to Tom Brady in his place.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
The jokes towards Bledsoe too was great. They were like, oh, you know, you don't forget 9/11, but you can never forget the day that those two jets crashed into Bledsoe's knee.
Oh my God,
like, thought that was good.
Fight like dude passed out, man, gone blacked out, not knowing what's going on around him.
Like you said, he woke up DeMar Hamlin style and said, "What happened?"
He woke up with his crutches, ready to go visit the team. Like, yeah, time to go visit the team. Ooh, Bledsoe, hold up, man. We need to talk.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Talladega Nights. And Tom Brady was Jean Girard. And like when Drew Bledsoe woke up, he was Ricky Bobby. He's like, oh, what happened? He's like, don't worry. He's like, just get me back out there on that field.
What my life is?
I'll work out. I'll be okay. And then they're like, hey, old buddy can throw.
He can throw.
And then they're like, look. And then there's just a family with TB12 jerseys. Like right there, they're like, oh shit. He Jean Girarded his ass.
Have a shirt on 6th overall pick.
He goes, this is my time now, Drew Bledsoe. My time now, Drew Bledsoe.
You are defeated by somebody truly better than you. Oh no! He got defeated, man. I was like,
Drew Bledsoe's in the hospital, like,
you want to see what my life is?
Don't you put that on me, Drew Bledsoe. Don't you put that on me. Your legs just fine, Drew.
He said, your legs is fine. Yeah, I'm so paralyzed. Look.
Oh, my God.
Fighting for his life, man. He would just wake up, like you say, he woke up, he was Ricky Bobby. He didn't know what the fuck happened. His best friend with his wife, like, I know what the fuck. Man.
Bill Belichick was Cal Naughton. Bill Belichick was like trying to put the pillow over Drew's head. He's like, I can't see you like this, buddy.
I can't see you like this. You gotta go to heaven. You gotta, like, bro.
Oh my God.
No.
There's so many places to go with that.
Like,
Drew Bledsoe's like, he ain't gonna break my leg.
Oh, man.
I don't believe him.
Go ahead, break it, Pepe Le Pew.
Just say Jets, Jets. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Well,
I'm not gonna say it.
Wait a minute, you talking about the Jets? You talking about the team Jets?
He's like, he's like, I know we play them
I
twice a year.
Yeah.
Like, I really think they're cool. Like,
yeah, so just say you like
Rex
the guys.
Ryan's a great guy.
Just say you like the guys in green and white. That's a fair compromise.
And then he looked at Bill and he's like,
break it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't break it. You gotta break it.
Oh my God! I'll tell you what. I did not expect Tom Brady to be Jean Girard today,
Man.
and that's the magic of pull up a chair. I did not expect that.
He's Jean Girard today. He's Jean Girard. Took over this man's life. His entire.
If only we could have had the moment though of him and Drew, Tom Brady and Drew run into the end zone. First one there gets the starting job.
They both were slow, so that would have been funny.
I was about to say that'd be the slowest 40 you've ever seen. Drew Bledsoe might tear the ACL again. If
I think Tom Brady went like a 6 flat in the combine.
That ain't even seconds either. That shit took minutes.
Man, the center ran faster than his little ass, man. What the hell? And they over 300 plus, man. Running a 6 flat, bro. What are you? What kind of quarterback are you? Like, oh man. But Bledsoe had his shit brewing for a while. And that's why I was glad he said that on that stage. He was like, man, I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
Drew Bledsoe said Tom Brady roast. Well, hold on there, dude.
All right.
I'm going to tell you something about that Brady pro.
No. Where do I sign up?
He made me job out, dude. That doesn't work for me, dude.
Not at all. He let him feel it about being number one. Oh, man. All of that.
He even told them, he's like, fuck it, I'm going up first.
Oh, yeah. He's like, for all you fucks, I'm going up.
Jeff Ross can go, but then I go second.
Right, I'm going second. What I got to say, can't wait. It's been hot for years, bro, since 1999. It's been brewing.
He was writing that shit in the hospital bed like, I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. Hate the way that you dress.
Hate your beach blonde fucking hair. Like, fuck you. Like, man, I am dead.
Oh, God. Yeah, hit him with the hold on there, dude. But speaking of the roast, though, before we pivot off into official sports stuff,
yep.
With me saying that, I kind of felt like now the roasts are back, and I feel like, we might be back to getting one or two, maybe even a year. What are some of your favorite roasts, either moments, roasts, like people that did the roast, or just favorite roasts in general of all time? Like, what's some of your favorite, either moments or just people's monologues, like favorite moments. Like for a moment, for example, would be like when Jeff Ross made a joke about Courtney Love looking like Kurt Cobain, and she took off her fucking flip flop and threw it at him, which that was hilarious. You had the roast moment where Steve-O was fucking high as a kite, and he told, I think that was the roast of Donald Trump.
Yep,
I remember correctly.
The Donald Trump.
Yeah, and he had Mike Tyson. He ran into the fist.
Yep.
And Trump was like, what the fuck just happened? Or no, it was William Shatner. Yeah, it was the William Shatner roast that happened. Because William Shatner.
Right into the fist. Boom.
You could tell that William Shatner had never seen a second of Jackass. Because when Steve-O ran across the room, I think it was the only time Shatner's ever said it, but he's like, what the fuck? Like, you literally see him. He's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, he didn't even think it was like part of the show. He just thought, what's the hell up with this drunk dude?
Oh, my God.
But, I will say this because I forgot to mention it, but Randy Moss was actually probably my favorite roast. Randy Moss. Like, when, I didn't want to forget it, but like when he said that one part where he's like, so let me get this straight. Y'all get a Super Bowl the year before I come. Pause. And then I spend 3 years with your team. We don't win a Super Bowl. And then the year after I leave, you win another Super Bowl. And he goes, there's Spygate before I get there, and there's Deflategate after I get there. And he goes, Tom, I would have cheated too. He's like, why'd you never ask me to cheat? He's like, damn. He's like, I could have at least got one of those rings. He's like, I can spy on a couple plays. He goes, I can deflate some balls. How do you name it out? And that was my favorite joke of the night. Because I was like, I never realized it. But yeah, Randy Moss is like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
He telling the real. He like, bro, I was your teammate. I could have looked out for you.
Yeah, for 3 years we didn't win shit, and then I leave and you win again.
Right. You back to winning this shit.
Off of a cheating scam.
Man.
But that was my favorite. So you said Drew.
Yep.
I go Randy Moss for me.
Bledsoe had me, man. He had me on another cloud. My second favorite was Nikki. Nikki went in.
Yeah, Nikki Glazier would probably be my second favorite.
Nikki went all the way in.
I was happy to see Nikki back in the light like
just
that.
hitting Grok with that. Me know that's not real money.
Me know that's not real money. And then he looked over at Kevin. He's like, I know. And Kevin's like, you can't go with the joke.
Right. He said, man, he turned to he was like, oh, but I know that is.
Fucking
He
hilarious.
was like, man, I looked at Gronk like, no, don't
yeah, because Gronk's like, yeah, that is what I said.
He said, you don't go with the joke. He go with the joke and shit. Like, yeah, I know it's.
Dude, at one point, Gronk almost pulled out when he was about to pull out the bottle, so they go, I'll take that toast. I don't know if you saw this, but he almost took out the box that has the watch that Kevin Hart gifted Tom Brady at the end of the night. So when he grabs the box, he goes to open it because Gronk's a dumbass. He owns it himself. He's like, oh, what is this? And when he goes to open it, Kev literally has to shoot out of his seat and go, Gronk, no, put that back. Like, not yet. Like, don't open that yet. Like, that's a part of my thing at the end of the night. Like, don't open that yet,
almost
Gronk.
fucked everything up.
Almost did.
Gronk a dummy, man.
Really almost
Too many concussions, bro. Like, it's like, oh, my God, Gronk need help.
He was born with CTE.
Man, he was born with something.
That was actually one of the jokes that they said. I think Nikki actually said that.
He was born like a gladiator, got a brain of a fucking Fred Flintstone.
But my all-time favorite roast, though, just because it had all people that I just love and I've grown up with and I admire, like, all of them. My favorite roast of all time is the roast of James Franco.
James Franco?
Yeah. That roast was my favorite because it was like Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill,
yeah, that one was
James Franco, Sarah Silverman, I think maybe Kev. No, I don't know.
I was digging the roast of Bieber, Justin Bieber.
Oh, the roast of Bieber.
That shit was fun.
That was a good one. That was like what? Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq, Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg, and it was like three or four more other people. I couldn't forget, but those. I think
Luda.
Ones. Yeah, was Luda on there?
Luda was there at the roast of Justin Bieber.
I can't remember.
I'm almost positive Luda was there.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg really let him have it. He let his ass have it. Martha Stewart tried to sleep with him.
Because she goes, just call me.
Right, just call me.
At the end of that.
I can clean your house for you. He's like, well, shit. Look, it's Martha
on
Stewart.
some Martha Stewart bed sheets.
Right. I'm going to need that luxurious sheets that you got there.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah, the Bieber was good.
The roast of Rob Lowe was funny, but it was weird.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Because that, at one point, it felt like, is this the roast of Rob Lowe or the roast of Ann Coulter?
Yeah, that's a good.
Because I feel like the biggest shots were like on Ann Coulter.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, I know we're making fun of Rob and we got to make fun of other people too, but like,
right.
At one point, it's like, damn, y'all are really just going at Ann Coulter. Like, which I don't even know why she wanted to be on the fucking dais in the first place. But,
yeah, that's crazy.
Roast of Roseanne was a good one.
No, I did not see the Roseanne.
That's a vintage one. That was like when roasts first were born.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was like an early roast.
Ooh,
I just kind of wanted to rehash and go down memory lane on a few of those roasts right there. But now that pivots us off into, I know this is the category that you were really looking forward to, and I feel like I'm going to learn something too today. But let's kick it off with the NBA playoffs.
NBA
playoffs. Talk about playoffs. Playoffs. But so let's kick it off with the Cavs. I believe we are tied 1-1, correct?
1-1, yep.
When's that next game?
I think the next game gotta be tonight.
Yeah, because they didn't play yesterday, right?
Yeah, they didn't play yesterday. Yeah.
So Cavs, Celtics tonight, and we're in Cleveland, correct?
In Cleveland, yep.
Which I can't believe we're 1-1.
Yeah, I couldn't believe we made it past last game, honestly.
Honestly, taking a W in Boston, I did not see that happen.
Magic was not fucking around. Like, they were not playing around last game.
Yeah, I didn't see that happening at all.
Me neither.
Like, and hey, thank God we pulled it off. But if you would have told me the Cavs had a chance, I would have, what?
Yep.
At winning in Boston? I mean, originally I had us taking one game, and I was thinking it would be like game 4.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe game 2, maybe, if we were lucky.
If we play our cards right, do you think we can win?
If we play our cards
that still
right,
just a pipe dream?
If we play our cards right, yeah, we can win. I mean,
I would say essentially for us to win, looking at this realistically, at least just my perspective, we're 1-1 now. We're in Cleveland tonight. We got to win tonight. So then it's 2-1. And then Boston will win again, game 4, 2-2. We'll go back to Boston. I think Boston's going, fuck that, 3-2. So then we need to win in Cleveland, 6, and then go back to Boston and hope for the best in 7. That's where I'm at with it.
See, I don't like seeing the Cavs play like that because we play like shit when our back's against the wall. Like that, but we know it can't be helped because the series always going to go back and forth.
Yeah, because that's saying that we're going to go back to back on them in Cleveland.
Right.
Are we really going to head back to Boston up 3-1? I doubt that.
I really don't want us to, honestly.
I doubt that we go back to Boston 3-1.
That would be something. That would be nice, though, because at least we know we beat them right then and there. It's over. Like, that's all we got to do is beat them one more time.
And then if not, they just go to Cleveland and we're still up 3-2. Yep. And our back's not against the wall.
Right.
So that's probably best case scenario is that somehow, some way we pull out.
Because running into game 7, like that's no one wants to be there. Nobody ever wants to stretch that game out to 7 games. Like, that shit is. I even got that notion back in 2007 when we were playing the Nets in the best of 7, and Jason Kidd was still playing, and Jason Kidd took us all 7 games. All 7 games. We barely beat them that year. Barely. Just because we were battling. That battle drug on so to where we were just tired. Like, we just got tired. So after watching that, that's why I was like, okay, we can't go to no 7 games. Like, we got to be like Steph Curry and the Warriors and just end the games in 4 and be gone. But the team we got, this is what we got right now. So we got to try and win with what we have, hopefully. Lord willing, hopefully.
Well, so do you think, though, before we close off on Cavs, how do you think the series is going to go? Are we actually going to win it or no?
I can't really say it. It's hard. It's hard to put a.
We got to see where everything's at.
Yeah, because that's the kind of That's the kind of sports watcher I am. I gotta see how shit go play out. I can't put a finger on the shit, but all right.
Say somebody handed you $10,000 and said you have to bet on either the Cavs or the Celtics to walk away from the series with a win. Who would you put that $10,000 on?
The entire $10,000?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
It's got to be the whole $10,000. Got to be the whole $10,000.
I was about to say, damn, I was gonna happy that shit up. It's a $5,000 over here, $5,000 over there. Shit.
That's funny as fuck.
Either way, it's a cover. But I mean, just because I'm a Cavs fan, I would throw all the money to the Cavs. But will I be pissed off and ready to raid if I lose? Oh, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
storming the rocket like it's the Capitol.
That's what I'm saying. Like, would I be pissed off that I lost $10,000? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, I'd bet on the Celtics. I mean, as much as I'm rooting for the Cavs and I love the Cavs, if I have to put $10,000 on one of them, I'm going, I got to stick with Boston. But like you said, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
If the Cavs take the game tonight, my take is going to change.
Right.
Cavs go tonight, I might go, hey, can I get that $10,000 off Boston?
Right, yeah, put it back on there real quick.
Move that bitch over here if the odds are
because I'm really much. What's gonna get me back on the Cavs train is when LeBron comes back here. When he comes back here, that's when I'm gonna be back.
Whoa! I might have to grab the fire extinguisher. We got a hot take alert. You think LeBron's coming back to Cleveland?
I think so. Yeah.
He's gonna run it back again.
I believe that somehow when his son is ready for the draft, I think the Cavs is going to somehow acquire him. And LeBron is going to want to play with his boy. I mean, like, that's any father's dream, you know what I'm saying, to play with their son on the highest level there is.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Runs it down.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and not to mention, if he on the court with him and they already know how to each other plays, they father and son, you know what I'm saying? Plus, we got all our other players around them. Man. That'll be magic on that.
Do we welcome him back to Cleveland?
Fuck yes, we would. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have shit. We wouldn't have a damn thing. Who are we going to depend on? Booby Gibson? Kyrie Irving?
What about Eric Snow?
Eric Snow?
Drew Gooden? Anderson Varejao? Now I'm just throwing names.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. No, we wouldn't have
Danielle
shit.
Marshall.
Right, everybody want to talk about Kyrie and the shot and shit like that. Like, okay, that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, LeBron was the one that brought us this ring, not Kyrie Irving, not Kyrie. Because you got to remember who the general out there on that court is, and that's fucking LeBron. LeBron controls that court, and he proved it. He proved it when he took his ass to fucking LA. It was like, well, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Just think of if he does return to Cleveland, though, I feel bad for the jersey burners. Because this will be their third round of being like, fuck, I gotta go buy one again. He went to Miami, I burned my shit.
But see,
he came back, I bought a new one. He went to LA, I burned my shit.
But it's crazy though, because none of this shit would have happened if it wasn't for Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert is a piece of shit. I don't like Dan Gilbert. Everybody knows Dan Gilbert is terrible. He's terrible. Like he's very like he don't do what is necessary to build a team. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron came back here for one reason and one reason only, and he made through with his promise to win us a championship and leave because he don't fuck with Dan. Dan is still our team owner, and he don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he liked the coach at the time either, right?
No, the coach is fine. It's Dan Gilbert who was talking all that shit. LeBron, when he came into the league, all the way up until he left, he put in 7 years, man. 7 long years, making it to playoffs after playoffs after playoffs. He just couldn't get the job done because we didn't have a team. Now, Dan Gilbert, when LeBron left the first time, Dan Gilbert was still talking shit. Oh, we're going to win a championship without him, and we're going to do this,
Can't even win a game without him.
And that's when LeBron ass was in Miami with the big three. And it was like, all right, well, you talking all
the
this
big
shit.
Three.
Yeah, right. You feel me? Like, it's like a curse, bro. It's like just hearing that burns my ears. Like he went there, won 2 rings, and it was like, well, fuck, okay. What else is this guy going to do? And then next, he gives us another shot. But he did that out of spite, though. And I see what he's doing now. He did that out of spite because he was trying to let Dan Gilbert know, without me, you ain't shit. Like, and that's just real talk. Without me, you ain't shit. Because
if I'm not mistaken, didn't we instantly become one of the worst teams in basketball?
Oh, when LeBron left?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. When he left,
like it was like overnight.
We shot all the way down to the bottom. Our first round of the playoffs was our last.
Did we make it? I don't think we
made it. No, we made it to the first round and we got X'd. Like, we got X'd in 4 games. Like, it was over with.
Yeah, we were looking across the court at KG, Ray Allen, and
right.
Rondo.
And that was
like,
before.
Look at these guys.
And that was before LeBron came back and Kyrie was just out there. It was just Kyrie. That's all we had was Kyrie out there balling. That was it. It was like, so once that season was over with, that's when the whole thing came about with Kyrie, and they was talking about LeBron coming back, and they're like, how you feel about LeBron coming? He's like, man, bring his ass here.
Please.
Bring his ass on.
Please, for the love of God.
Bring the best player in the NBA here, please.
Kyrie Irving hit him with the R. Kelly. I'm fighting for my fucking life.
For real.
Like, I need somebody.
I will ball my ass off for this kid. And that's exactly what he did. Every single game they played together, they was both averaging 40 a game. 40 a game.
Oh, my
God. Like, man, what? So if Dan didn't take a history lesson by now, it's like, all right, man, you got to wake up.
How many times we got to teach you this lesson, old man?
Dead ass, man. It's just like he got to really think though. Think about where Golden State will be if Steph Curry leave the Warriors.
Oh,
you feel me?
Oh God,
you feel me?
Oh God, oh God.
Done.
They might find themselves in an octagon if Draymond keeps swinging on people.
Done, bro. They will be done. There will be. They will be a thing of the past, like, because that's what happens when your star player that you build around leaves. That's what happens. Like, that's what happens. And Dan didn't see it that way. He just thought that LeBron was gonna fall in line like one of his little soldiers and do whatever he says. Once his contract was up and he threw up the deuces to us, oh yeah, Dan was sorry because he had
right back down you go.
He had nothing to say then because it's like LeBron went back to back in Miami. Back to fucking back. two championships in 2 years with one team. It's like, all right.
I remember in year 1 they got beat by the Mavs and everybody loved Dallas for that.
That was third. That was his 3rd championship appearance. And the Mavs came in and beat their ass.
Oh.
Yep.
When the Mavs flipped off.
Yep.
Because I remember the first time Bron got to the finals, we got swept by the Spurs.
Yep.
And
the only reason why they lost that game was because Bosh was injured. Bosh was out.
Oh, I was actually going to say it looked like it was LeBron versus the whole team.
It was him and D-Wade versus the whole team.
Oh, no. I mean when LeBron was on the Cavs.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when LeBron was on the Cavs and got swept by the Spurs.
Man. Oh, bro.
When he went the first time.
Back in the day? Oh, shit.
Because then it was, I don't think the Cavs ever made it back to the finals. And by that time, LeBron had already left, went to Miami, made it to the finals. And then, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it year one of him in Miami that they had the loss to Dallas? I thought that's when it was.
No, that was his third year with them. And then that's when he left there. And then he left there to come back here.
So they back-to-back and then lost to the Mavs?
Yep, back-to-back, lost to the Mavs. And then that's when LeBron was a free agent again, and he came back to Cleveland.
And he came back. And I remember he was 6 in Miami, right?
Yep, number 6.
What number is he now? 23?
23 still.
Okay.
Yep, he still got 23.
I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, they're gonna end up retiring that shit eventually, but shit. But I think we retired this number here. And so if he does come back here, he ain't getting 23 again because they retired that shit.
Well, I was going to end up throwing it on, but I didn't want it to be too much of a distraction. Plus, we'll end up being able to catch some of the game anyways. But to mention another playoff matchup, we got the Dallas Mavericks against the OKC Thunder with 6 minutes left in the fourth, and it's 94-89. Dallas is up. Ooh. And what makes this one interesting is Mango, good brother Mango, I don't know if you're watching, whenever you get a chance or whenever you do tune in, did want to mention that I have a bet going on against him. We have a $20 bet. I got $20 that the Mavericks win, and he's got $20 that the Thunder win.
And they up by how much?
And Mavericks are currently up by 5, and it's 1-1 on the series.
And what's how many minutes left?
6 minutes. And they're in Dallas. So Dallas did the same thing that the Cavs did. Yeah. And Dallas did the same thing that the Cavs did. They beat OKC where they did not expect to. Nobody expected them to beat them.
Yeah, see that. I mean, that's still a lot of time left. It just depends on how they play ball. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's why, based on the pod wrap time, I think we should catch the last 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. So that'll be pretty good. Right. But yes, it's 90-94 now.
Yeah, so see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they play. This might be an overtime game. We don't know.
I'm down. I'm up for it. But no, I think that one though. I got that one going to the Mavs. I'm still calling upset.
Okay.
That's why I put money on it. Like, I know the Thunder are the first seed. I know that Shai's playing like God.
Yeah, he playing.
But at the same time, I always go on this. I just can't picture the Thunder in the Western Conference Final. Yeah. I can't. I can't fucking picture it.
They only been there once, and they ain't never go again.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't picture Thunder versus Nuggets Western Conference Final. I just can't picture it.
Wait, it's so funny because the only time they've been there was when LeBron was spanking that ass. And that was when they had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook.
And still couldn't get shit
had 3 top-tier players and still could not beat this motherfucker for shit. For shit.
Still couldn't get shit.
Against they top 3, it was LeBron, Bosh, and D-Wade. Against they 3. It was like, bro, it was like 3-on-3 out there, and they was just getting their ass whooped. It was like, oh my God. Russell dropped no points. Harden only dropped like 12, and KD, he had like 5. Like, it was tragic.
It is crazy to think that team had all those people on.
They had a super team, bro. Then not to mention they had Kendrick Perkins. The
original Draymond Green of the league.
Man, they had Kendrick Perkins down there still banging, bro. Got them all the way to the ship pretty much. Like,
and it's scary crashing boards with Kendrick because you don't know Kendrick Perkins.
Man, because they took the first game. That's what made it so crazy. OKC took the first fucking game. Then after that, blowout. Like, they just got rammed, bro.
Yeah, like I just feel like God won't allow Thunder to be in the Western Conference Finals. Like,
I think so too, man.
He's like, who's ever playing them, I'm telling you, he's knocking them out.
They the Browns, man. Like, is this not meant for us, man? I don't know what it is, but like, maybe they should have sold their franchise. I don't know. Like, shit, some gotta give because I can't see a team not able to make. I mean, for God's sakes, even the Toronto Raptors made it to the fucking championship and fucking won. Come on, now. The fucking Raptors, bro, they've been trashes out since my daddy's era in the 50s. They've been garbage.
And then Kawhi dipped and they haven't seen a win again.
Bruh, Kawhi just like...
Toronto Raptors have not seen a single piece of confetti since that moment.
That's what I was so confused about. It was like, okay, Kawhi dips off to Toronto, brings them a ship, and then he does a LeBron and leave. And it's like, all right, So what was all that about?
He was like, you think that DeRozan guy's good? Wait till y'all see how ass he really is. I'm leaving.
Man, if DeRozan ain't no trash ass player,
no, he's really not.
Yeah, he good. He just like all players, they need help. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't be the only star out there. Going ham. It's why it's been a lot of players making moves for themselves because they're not trying to go out no joke. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why Dame went to Milwaukee.
Right, and that's why LeBron was making the moves he did because he wasn't going out no joke. So, like, after his 7 years with us, he said, fuck you, I'm going to go over here and fucking win. And that's exactly what he did.
Hell yeah.
Like, sure, here in Cleveland, he got all the records, yeah, but it don't mean shit without no rings. It don't mean shit.
Who do you think's taking the W, Maverick, in the whole series-wise? Mavericks or Thunder? Do Mavs pull off the upset, or does the Thunder close them out?
That I think OKC taking the game 7. That's what I think.
And win?
And win, yeah.
All right. Nice take on that.
I think OKC take because it's
going to be. I'm going to
stand
10 toes. I'm standing with
right because it's still early. They tied 1-1. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's going to be a battle to the 7 games. So it's going to come down to the 7 games. I think. That's what I think. And
I could see this going 7.
Yeah, because they both good teams this year. Like they both. Since last year,
I will say this: the Mavs better thank Doncic because Doncic is running hotter than I've seen him run all season. Yeah. Like he's getting hot at the perfect. And
that coach, he built the team. Like he built the actual team for them. So now it's like, all right, so if they can somehow put it all together, they might be able to do something this year. You know what I'm saying? Like they might be able to make it past OKC and go forward. But it's just when it comes to 2 good ass teams, it's tough. It's real tough. And OKC ain't no slouches.
So, pivoting off into another matchup, Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nuggets just won yesterday, 117-90.
They taking that shit again because the T-Wolves ain't been shit since Garnett.
I mean, they did manage to get really good this year with the Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Carl Anthony Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns.
But I don't see them beating the Nuggets.
Nope.
The Joker, by the way, something to mention. What did he just win? 3-time MVP?
Yeah, 3-time MVP.
So 3 years in a row MVP. Mm-hmm. And I even saw that he made a comment on it. He's like, I don't even bat an eye. Like he was pretty much like, I don't even bat an eye at this anymore.
Yeah,
cool,
no.
I get it. Do you think he'd we don't really have to speculate on that. I guess I was going to ask you if you think he deserved it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he played his ass off. I mean, not to mention...
I think either him or Jalen Brunson, from what I saw in the season.
If you were 7-footer and you could shoot like you LeBron James and strap like that, yeah, you the league MVP, man. Like, I ain't going to sit there and lie to you.
And I've noticed that nobody even bothers to try to contest him on boards anymore.
No, hell no. He's 7 foot. I feel like the only person that could probably contest that was LeBron in his prime.
It's literally almost like they don't even try.
Right. Now young LeBron, that LeBron would give him the business. I'm just being honest. I mean, he was swatting Yao Ming.
He'd at least try.
Right. He was swatting Yao Ming like he was just a fly on the
I noticed in the last series, I forgot who the Nuggets were playing, but I noticed there was actually a clear as day couple of times where Jokic would just be coming in for the board, and you literally almost
you see everybody get the fuck out the way.
Yeah, we're not even gonna like.
LeBron probably would have been the only dude like, no, boo, like man.
And who do you have before we talk about the last series? Who do you have taking that one? Denver easily.
Yeah, I think Denver
not gonna bat an eye at him even.
Yeah, nah.
They're not gonna lose sleep.
Nope, because T-Wolves they still a work in progress. They're gonna forever be a work in progress until they change something because they formula is not working for them. They have yet to see a winning season.
This has probably been their best season since Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, since then, yeah.
Honestly, right. When I'm thinking about it. That's thankful to Anthony Edwards because if Anthony Edwards didn't step up the way he did this year, I mean, dude, I literally watched him go. This is fantasy talk, but he was pretty much like a 3rd or a 4th rounder. Oh, maybe yeah. Okay, I'll say 3rd rounder in last year's fantasy. Maybe high 2nd or low 2nd. But now he's top 5 pick.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think top 5 pick. If I see him go in the
top
five,
he going way high this season. Yeah.
Him and Brunson. Brunson upped his value too.
Oh yeah.
Brunson's a first rounder. I actually hope to get Brunson in the first round.
Man.
Speaking of Jalen Brunson, the last matchup to mention is the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers.
Woo.
And I saw that the Pacers won last night, 111-106. So, who do you got winning that one? I'm really actually rooting for the Knicks in that. I think the Knicks will win. I think it'll happen in 6 or 7. And I think, probably 7.
I'm thinking that too. 6 or 7.
And I think the Knicks take it in the Garden.
Yeah, that will be something.
I believe that's where
I was a Knicks fan for a long time, and they've been down for a long time. So it'd be nice to see them.
You know that Rory and Maul pod? Shout out Rory and Maul, but that pod that I mentioned, they're from New York, and they're always talking about the Knicks. So I feel like I've been keeping up with them all season long. And
it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see the Knicks up there, man. Because they.
Plus, I like Jalen Brunson. Sorry to interrupt. Plus, I like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart's pod that they did.
Right. Excuse me, America. My wife's calling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it happens. Allows me to get a drink real quick.
Hey, baby. Oh, still on this podcast, getting famous.
Hello, pull up a chair.
What you doing, honey?
Let me get another beverage.
We're on our last topic.
Oh, so, we're winding
we're on the
down.
Sports topic down. So after we're done, then I'll shoot on over there, honey. Yeah. Yeah, see that, America? This is my future wife.
Manifestation on camera. It's documented now.
Yes, it is. Heard that, honey?
I heard it. That's funny.
I gave you a shout out and everything on here. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as we're just winding down, I figured you already said you got the Knicks too, right?
I love you too, baby. All right, babe. But
that is the beauty of live entertainment. You're all good. That is the beauty of live entertainment. You know hey, it's live. You never know what's going to happen. A bird can fly through the fucking slider over there for all I know.
Hey, fellas, you know when the wife calls, you got to pick up, man.
Yeah, I know that one. If I saw that come up on mine, I would either do a real quick decline, hold on, give me 1 second, or it would be like a hold on. I don't know what this, hold on there, dude. I got to pick this up.
I couldn't even do that. Shit.
So I totally get it.
She would be on my ass.
Oh, man, it happens. It happens. So I totally get it, brother. It actually gave me time to spark a ciggy, Eddie Cigarrero, and grab another dooski.
Oh, for sure.
But so just to wrap up the NBA playoffs, though, I am curious to ask you this: who do you think's going to take it all? If you were to have to make a prediction now, who do you think's going to take it all?
That's a tough one.
Back to kind of the money question. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Nuggets.
I was just
they're that good. They're that good. Jokic is not a human being.
Yeah,
he's a Miami alien. No, he's a Denver alien.
That's what I'm saying, man. See, if we if the Cavs were to see them in the finals, right? There's no way in the world
we get swept.
Yeah, there's no way in the world we're gonna be able to contest.
We don't have firepower to counter that.
I mean, we got some big boys, you know what I'm saying, but not that big that's gonna be able to contest him. What
do you do to the guy that can pull up from the 3, block your shot, steal your shot, take off running up the court, and by the way, he gets every rebound when he's on the floor. It's well, what the fuck?
Yeah, that makes no
what
sense.
am I supposed to do? That's why I've noticed when people are guarding him, it's impossible almost because you're does he want to take it into the paint? Does he want to pull up and shoot? Does he want to?
He could do it all.
Does he want to assist the ball? Is he facilitating it?
LeBron is literally looking at his counterpart.
Yeah, because the moment you put too much focus on Jokic, you go, oh shit, there's Jamal Murray.
Right. Fuck. Yep. Exactly.
Oh wait, we got Jokic. Okay, we got him. Oh shit, he passed it. Where'd he pass it? Fuck.
Yep, 3.
Damn, we didn't even realize we left Murray wide.
He's just too tall, man. He's too tall. The fact that he can have the ball up here and be like, oh shit, all right, Who I got over? Oh, there you go. Whoop.
I can't even believe I'm saying this, but you know what team might actually be the team that could at least give some pushback to Denver? And if I'm not mistaken, it's the team that they just whomped on. In fact, I think it is the Wolves.
The Wolves, yeah. Ricardo,
so, you know what? I retract my statement because the Wolves can't even do anything.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe with Gobert and Cat, you could do something, but they're not even doing anything.
And Ricardo, I mean, he's still up and down anyway. So it's like, man, like it's hard. It's really tough. That's a tough one. Like, see, it ain't no centers like Shaq anymore that, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, and that's what makes Shaq.
Prime Shaq versus Jokic would be pay-per-view.
Man.
That would be pay-per-view. Because Shaq, Shaq,
I was about to say,
Shaq would be like, man, I'll
Shaq,
jump with you every fucking time.
And I'm talking vintage Shaq. I'm talking the Magic's Shaq. Like that unstoppable force that will literally shatter a backboard.
He would have made Jokic work for that shit.
Like, oh, bruh.
You want to foul, Joker? I'll foul with you.
Man.
I'm going up every time with you. If we bump into each other, we bump into each other.
Yep.
I'm getting that fucking ball.
And that's what made all the matchups with
man,
Shaq
I never thought
great.
of that. That'd be such a dream matchup.
That's what made him so great,
Oh,
man.
my God. Can you imagine that tip-off?
Oh.
Jokic and Shaq looking at each other, knowing full well they're both going fucking 110%.
And they both 7-footers. They both
big boys that don't mind crashing, taking bumps.
Don't mind, bro. Like that's what.
I'll tell you what. I would not want to be sitting under the hoop front row for that.
Hey, that's
because I'd feel like you'd be moving like this every time for those guys.
Oh, bro, when Kobe was alive back on their championship runs, when the Rockets was actually doing good, and they had Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady, and they was going to the playoffs year in and year out. Like, man, anytime LA seen them, bro, like it was magic, bro. Like it was like, man, like Shaq was just so different, bro.
He hit him with the Kazam,
bro. Because when you look at them, like especially when it came to the tip off, you see Yao Ming all the way the fuck up here. You know what I'm saying? Because Yao Ming was probably like 7'1", 7'2". Shaq was only 7 foot. That dude looked like he was
15 feet tall.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Shaq is only 7 foot, so it's like, oh man. Like, this going to end pretty bad, man, because, you know, you look at Yao, he got the wingspan, like, he tall as fuck.
Got the wingspan of a goddamn jet airliner.
And then when they get down to the thick of it, this dude Shaq just bodied Yao like he was just a play toy. Like, it was a...
Yao didn't have meat on his bones like that.
Bruh, like...
That's why every time he tried crashing with Shaq, he'd blow his shoulder.
Right, and then it continued, and it was like every big man that crossed Shaq's face, they just got dealt with. Like nobody could contest Shaq, like at all. Like that's why that matchup would be amazing to watch. Like seeing vintage Shaq versus the Joker. Like man, look, I'm giving that to Shaq, man.
I give it to Shaq too. I don't think Joker's seen that.
No,
yet. That's why I don't think Joker would know what to do.
Nope, and not to mention
because he hasn't really got that competition on the board yet.
Right, and not to mention when Shaq was on the Magics, bro. He not only did he play center, bro, he ran the point. They would have him running the point, bro. So like he would get the ball and just run down the court and just douche. Like, man, look.
And he'd crash through anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Joker.
Bump into me all you want.
Joker good, man, but like he ain't on the level of Shaq, man. Shaq was just on the
God tier.
Bruh. He was the embodiment.
Can I say it? Best center of all time?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Second best, I give it to Duncan. Like, man, what? Oh, yeah. I give it to Duncan.
I love Tim Duncan, but just to give some sort of a combative on that, Chamberlain?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How about Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, Patrick Ewing. Yep. Yeah, Will Chamberlain. No, for sure.
Chamberlain's just kind of I almost feel like you put an asterisk next to Chamberlain, though, only because he was playing against people like me.
Right,
literally play. Anybody can dunk on me.
Right.
I hate to be that guy, but if you looked at okay, he got 101 points. It's like, look at the 5 he's playing.
Right.
I could probably put up 25 on that team.
I was putting it in the aspect of the rivalries that he used to come across over the years. Like I'm gonna put it to you this way: when he was on the Cavs, right? When he was with us, he ran across Bill Wallace, Rasheed Wallace. He ran across Yao Ming. He ran across Tim Duncan. He ran these are guys that were in the East. he in our conference was the shit. I'm talking about like those were the feared guys in our division. Like anytime we synced them, we got our asses beat. Period. Detroit whooped our ass. Then not to mention Boston. They had Kevin Garnett. Then they had Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce. Like, bro, like these were the guys that he had to body. Literally,
they had a unit,
like a super unit, bro. And not to mention Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace. You couldn't tell neither one of them apart because they were so fucking massive. Like they were massive ass centers. They were
they both swing on you too,
and they were the only team in the NBA that rocked with two centers on the court at the same time. And that's what made them so fucking dangerous year in and year out. And that's why they won the championships they did. With Rip Hamilton. Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember that with the mask.
Yes, sir, man. Bro,
nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Wait,
that was a terrible Bane, by the way.
Right, and not to mention, everybody knew who you was, motherfucker. Like, you were like the king of threes.
I shouldn't have done the Bane impression. That was badly used. That was all bad. I gotta go work on the Bane impression better.
But no, man, this is like Shaq, man. He came across some top tier guys, man. Like, that's why it's like, the Joker now, there ain't really no competition for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there really isn't. Like,
and it shows clear as day. He's literally saying, I'm getting the MVP and I don't care.
All right. Like clear as fucking day. Now, back then, you didn't know who the fuck was going to get MVP because it was too many good centers.
It was a race.
It was a race, bro. Like, every center was good. Every center. Every fucking center, bro. And I
first started caring about the MVP when one of my all-time favorite basketball players, D. Wade, got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was maybe the first basketball jersey that I ever actually bought.
Shit, my first one I ever had was T-Mac. Tracy McGrady.
What team?
Oh, Houston Rockets.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know if you were talking Magic.
Oh, the Magic? I liked him there, too, but he was way different on Houston, though. Oh, he was built
That's
different.
when he became a different animal.
That's when he became Tracy McGrady. That like he became that motherfucker. Like, man, like I just hope that if there was a way to rewind time and keep Joker as he is and get Shaq back to the prime Shaq and have him crash the boards with that motherfucker, man, Shaq would take him all the way to the cleaners, man.
You really did create a dream match with that.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's how my mind think. You know what I'm saying? Like I put in matchups in my head all the time. Like and especially in football, I wanted to see Mike Allstott go up against Ray Lewis. You want to talk about the most biggest, hardest hitting collision of all fucking time? Like that would be that. Like that would be that. Like two big, huge Titans just going at it. Like that's a dream match. I would just love to see. I'm talking about open field.
Nuggets versus that Shaq with the Lakers,
bro. I'm telling you, man. Like
I'm not gonna lie, Mike Millions. You dropped $1 million bag with that one.
I'm telling you, man.
You might be the $1 million baby with that one.
Man, my mind create matchups like a motherfucker, man. Like if there's a way to do that, even I haven't put Jordan in. You rewind Jordan and get him in on the court with LeBron. We're gonna see who like honestly, that debacle will end right then and there. That's just me. Like
the endless debate.
Like if everybody want to see that, like there's like America, if any scientists out there listen, create a time capsule. Create a time capsule. Get Michael Jordan in there. Rewind time to where he was the 6-time Jordan. 6-time. You know what I'm saying?
6 God.
Take him back there and have him square up with LeBron. And then, and only then, can y'all say who is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to see that to believe it. Y'all putting LeBron up here and really Jordan up here. You know what I'm saying? And the only difference,
I got Jordan over LeBron.
I do too. But the only reason why they saying LeBron to go is just because he can play any position, which is cool. But at the end of the day, it's like
his records,
right,
fair.
Right, which is cool. But at the end of the day, LeBron, you got to think of what you had to do to get all that. You know what I'm saying? You had to jump from team to team to team just so you could get a championship. This dude stood on the same team since he was a rookie, fought through the bullshit. And, you know, people came, people went, and he still fucking won. Still won. The shot, hello, people, is still here. You know, his picture's still up there. Still up there.
Shot.
Still up there. Us getting shitted on. You know, that's never going away. That's etched in our memories for all time. It's not going nowhere. So y'all need to put some respect on Michael Jordan's name, man, because he made our lives live in hell. You know, he like
made a lot of people's lives.
Right, he made a lot of people. Shit, just ask Will Chamberlain. Shit, man, his like 12 times. Hello? 12 times? You gonna let this dude just come up here man, look.
Will still got his 101 points.
Right,
man.
he still got his shit, but it's
that's
like,
about the only record he was left with.
Right. And other than that, like he had to give LeBron, he had to give Jordan this dude. Like, man, the kid is good, man. That I'll never forget that. The kid is good. He took me to the cleaners. There was nothing I could have done. There was nothing you could have done. He was just that ultimate player. He was that ultimate player. And then it just got worse when they started adding pieces. Scottie Pippen started coming in. Dennis Rodman started coming in. Oh yeah, then it was a whole mess. A whole mess.
Well, as we're winding down, I did got one more thing I just wanted to mention before we do officially wrap it up. But this week, Summerslam tickets went on sale.
Oh, shit.
And I officially made my biggest ticket purchase that I ever have.
Head of the table?
It was a fucking nightmare trying to get these tickets, dude.
I believe it.
Like, literally, it was a nightmare. So they went on sale when me and Wifey were both at work, right?
Okay.
And, of course, you know my shit. The shit's acting up. I can't fucking be looking at a site all like that.
Right.
So I was like, here, I'm going to send you the money. Tell me what I need to send. Get some tickets. Mm-hmm. And originally, which I thought this was still spending a crazy amount, I actually sent her $350.
Okay.
And I was like, get 2 tickets, whatever in the realm of $350. She goes, okay, pulled it up now. And she goes, wait a minute. They're like locking me out. It's not letting me in the app. I'm going to have to wait till I'm off.
Oh, shit.
By the time she got off 2 hours later, do you know those tickets went up in price that she was able to find? But they were really good. So she goes, I hate to ask. She's like, I got some money left. Do you think you can send like another da-da-da-da-da? So by the end of it, I literally ended up paying fees included, all that, $540 for both tickets.
Woo!
Most I've ever, $540 for both. Fucking nuts.
All for the head of the table. That shit crazy.
All to hold a one up and sing Randy Orton's theme song and go, bam, bam, bam. No, but I was mentioning originally, if I didn't get tickets, I was either going to climb in that motherfucker. Man. I was going to fucking stunner every security guard that gets in my way.
There's only one person I would have seen out in wrestling. I mean, yeah, she a female. And yeah, she like my secret crush and shit like that. My lady don't know this and shit. But Nikita Lyons, man.
Nikita Lyons.
Let me explain something to you about
I'm very hip to Nikita
this
Lyons.
Amazonian bitch. Like, let me say. Hold on.
No, she's got one of those asses that when she walks in the room, her ass enters 5 minutes later.
Bruh.
Like that.
I got her IG. And woman, if you listening to this, I don't care. I love you. I think you're awesome. I really want to see you.
I'll tell you what. I'll sync with you. I'll sync with you on that ship. I also follow Nikita.
Right, yeah, dead ass, man. I ain't gonna sit there and play. Ain't no shame about game.
And I don't have the fastest scroll when it comes to her pictures either.
I like all your pictures. You get hearts. Every picture gets a heart. Even if it's in the ring and you doing that nice little split on a bitch's face, you get a heart. You get a whole heart. You get a heart.
That's how she does her pinfalls.
Bruh. Bruh. I swear to God, I just want to replace myself with one of them. Just be like, hey, get out the ring real quick.
You want to take the Nikita bump?
Bruh.
That's funny. I'll take that bump all day.
Bruh, and like I'm getting hit in the gut with that thing.
You want the Rikishi, the stink face?
Man, I'll be like, come on with it. Like, hold on, I need some chapstick real quick. I need to oil these suckers up. Shit.
You said I need some chapstick.
I need to oil these. Hold on real quick. Hold on. All right, now give it to me.
God damn.
Now give it to me.
Fucking shit, that's funny.
On everything, bro, she is like the one I want to see. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was watching wrestling back then, it was tons, bro. Tons of them. Stacey Keebler, Tori Wilson, Lita. Like, oh yeah, all of them. All back in them days, shit, I haven't take it so far, even though she was an old muscular bitch. But what's her name that used to be with DX?
China.
Yeah, she was a bitch. Hey, look, when I was a youngin', I was like, shit.
Oh
WWF.
my God. You know what? I can't even front. I'm with you. I'm with you. At X7 when she had the cheeks out and she's bench pressing Ivory over her head.
Man, I still remember when she beat Jericho for the Intercontinental title. I was dying.
That was a triple threat match.
Bro, I was
the
dying.
name that should not be said, but Chris Benoit was actually a part of that match as well.
Got his ass beat. Then Jericho got his ass beat. And I was like, wait a minute.
Him losing to a woman in the ring was just signs of things to come.
She was the 8th woman of the world, bro. Like
ninth wonder.
Yeah,
ninth wonder of the world.
like open them till nobody see the female built like her, bro. Like it was crazy.
Actually, wait, I think you're right. I think she was the 8th wonder.
Yeah, I think they called her
it was the 8th wonder of the world.
The 8th wonder of the world. Like, man, like nobody has seen a woman built like her. You know what I'm saying?
Really, only one that's gotten close is Jade Cargill. Who's the new star.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen her yet.
Yeah, I seen her in action. The tall chick.
Tall, platinum hair, kind of.
Yeah, and she did have a big old booty. Yeah, she did. That's what I was saying. Like, Nikita, man, look, I just got it.
I don't know what Shawn Michaels and Triple H's Instagram feed is, but all these bitches they bring in all have big fucking meters.
Kiss me one time, just on the, when they making their ring war, I'll be like, wait, hey, I'm just gonna have my son up, kiss me.
That's so big that should be dragging with a Bluetooth attached to it. Or, you can sync your phone to that cheat.
Right. Or hit it with the replace me with your opponent.
I'll do an open challenge.
Open challenge for the United States
Women's Championship.
I'm here to rematch.
God, that's fucking funny.
Come back, see her again the next pay-per-view. I'm back. Come on with it. Come on with it.
But yeah, SummerSlam tickets have been secured. I'm excited for that. First week of August, so I'm big pumped for that. Hopefully, if we can become a little bit more famous by then, maybe I can get my match with Logan Paul. Man. Maybe I can start the feud.
There you go.
Paul, and then I hop out from over the barricade, steel chair to the back. Fuck you, Logan.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Well, hold on there, Logan, dude. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm El Duker Tente, dude. I'm the ultimate sensei, brother. Me and you, one-on-one Survivor Series, dude. I'll see you, Logan Paul, and you think you show speed, brother. Let me tell you something, dude.
Oh my God.
I show speed.
I just want to ask his brother one question, though, man. I just wonder if
what the fuck are you thinking fighting Mike?
Yeah.
That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah, that's another sport topic right there.
What kind of ayahuasca self-trip were you on when you said, hey, I'll fight Mike Tyson?
What kind of lines of coke or what kind of weed is you smoking that's making you want to wake up one morning and be like, you know what? I got a death wish today. I'm going to fight Mike Tyson. Fuck it. He 57. Fuck it. He could probably kill me, but so what? Fuck it. Like what?
Dude,
like,
he would make my jaw literally, and I have a pretty firm jaw. He would make this jaw turn into a piece of plexiglass.
Bruh, the fact, I'm about to say, even the dudes on...
I wouldn't have a tooth after any of those punches.
Even the dudes on Undisputed was saying this shit. They're like, yo, Mike may be 57 and all, but you see how
his hands are 35.
You see how this guy moving right now? And not to mention, he has been training nonstop, bro.
For a minute.
And not to mention, he took on one protege. Just the one, and that was Ngannou. And Ngannou was the only person to learn from Mike. Literally the only one. And
that shows, too.
Hell yeah, and it shows, because he definitely knocked the fuck out of Tyson Fury.
He knocked the shit out of that dude's nuts and jackass, too.
That too. You heard the cup crack. Like, oh shit.
There's no amount of money in this world you could pay me to take
Man, that's what I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck if he has a glove on or not.
Dead serious. And now they which is what it probably in the spoiler. Y'all probably seen no Undisputed, but now they switched it up to where they got regulation rules. They're fighting on regulation boxing rules.
Okay.
3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves. Yeah.
What that woman saying, Brenda saying Scary Movie 3? Oh, he a dead man.
Yep.
Oh, he's a dead man.
I mean, not 10-ounce gloves, 14-ounce. They were supposed to be 10-ounce, but they weren't trying to kill Jake Paul. They weren't trying to kill him.
Mike Tyson punches you in the jaw with a 10-ounce glove. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you as good as gone, man. Like your jaw is gonna be over here.
Somebody start digging the 6 feet of dirt.
Oh my Jesus!
I'm getting hit by Mike.
They upped it up to 14 ounces, but even then, it was like in my head, I'm like, bro, Mike Tyson is a heavyweight. He is used to sparring with these gloves. Like, that's even worse. Like, now Jake Paul, on the other hand, that's way different. That dude's soaking with 185 pounds.
You make a great point. Like, Mike's probably over here like, I'm not Nate Robinson, right?
Dead
like,
ass.
I can fight.
Right.
Like, I'm Mike Tyson.
Like, I actually do this. Bro.
Like, I'm not a UFC fighter that you're making me only stand and punch you.
I've been the unified.
I am a boxer.
I've been the unified heavyweight champion 4 times, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? And if he doesn't get a concept of unification, bro, like, that's all the belts.
I wouldn't want to fight a 57-year-old Mike Tyson with a bat and a gun. Let alone
he got all the belts, bro.
Gloves.
Like, what do you expect to do against somebody like that? Then you see him now as an older cat, and he don't look no different. That's scary, man. Like,
and he's taking shrooms and smoking weed every day.
Smoking weed, man. He got weed factories, man. Gummy factory, man. Look, this dude.
Dude's over here doing DMT like I drink fucking beer,
man. and then he mentions it to the dude on the news channel. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm getting excited for the fight. I'm anxious. I'm nervous." He was like, "But the closer the fight comes, I'm not gonna be nervous no more." When he talked like that, and I've seen many of Mike Tyson press conferences, when he talked like that, it's not good, man.
You almost want him to threaten to eat your kids.
Bruh, dead ass. He gonna eat your children. He gonna eat your children.
Yeah, like when he says that, you're like, okay, maybe I can kind of take a little bit of a breath. Bruh. But when he's just razor calm like that, oh God. See,
Jake gotta be ready for that, man. Because Mike Tyson, he's a mover, bro. Like, he constantly moves. It is like, okay, like Jake, he got reach, yeah, but it's like, all right, that reach ain't gonna be shit if you can't connect with him, because he gonna be right here on you. That's the only way he can get up on you, is right here. And if you do get up on there, your chin, your jaw, your head, everything is fucked. Like, everything is fucked.
No kidding.
You're compromised, my friend. You need to just back out, tell your team to be, hey, give me the towel. Give me the towel quick.
Wave that white flag.
I'll throw it myself.
We understand.
I would throw it my damn self. Fuck it.
Yeah, no kidding.
I quit. Because that's not a fair fight at all, bro.
Well, Mike Millions, it has become that time.
Yes, sir.
Pull up a chair, 81, episode 81. We are wrapping up. Did just want to say great first episode with you. Cheers and many more to come.
Yes, sir.
Big prost to that. Prost is cheers in German. But big prost though to that. Big cheers. Happy to have you in the house, Mike Millions in the Thunderdome. Cool. Cheers to many more to come. Great introduction for you. And I'm sure we'll keep learning more about you. Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Sound cool.
Hell yeah. So with that being said, just winding down. When Vampires Go Surfing, 2.5 years in the making, it is uploaded. It will be up by the end of this month. I do not have an exact date. DistroKid doesn't tell me. But it will be coming to all platforms. Apple Music, Deezer, Pornhub, Weezer, Pandora. Wherever you listen to music, it'll be there. When Vampires Go Surfing on the way. New singles out now everywhere. I think it's on there. Hopefully. What are they paying per stream? But maybe go check it out there. Sleepless Radio episode 192 tonight, 8:30 Eastern time. Start time. I did update the start time just a little bit. Looking forward to that. I'll be at the judges panel with El Madrino and El Madrino. So instead of Meet the Grams, the judges panel tonight's going to be Meet the Tankus. So with that being said, though, the only last 2 things to say before we close out is 1, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful queens and mothers out there in the world.
Yes, sir.
And happy 10-year anniversary to my favorite mixtape of all time, Mac Miller's Faces.
Hey.
Happy 10-year anniversary. R.I.P. Mac. Got the R.I.P. Mac hat on as we speak.
R.I.P. Mac.
And now only thing left to say is merch available now. New merch coming soon by the end of the month that goes with the album When Vampires Go Surfing. Last thing for me to say until I see you guys later is keep the love high and the hate low. And when you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself and remind yourself of 3 things you're grateful for. Mike Millions, is there a message to the people that you would like to leave them with?
Yeah, actually I would. Yeah, y'all can follow me on IG. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Mike70421 at IG on
Mike
IG.
74021.
Yep, no 70421.
70421.
Yep. Mike 70421. That's my IG. Yo,
I still gotta add you on IG.
Yep. I create a little content here and there. I mean, I might. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, you might see pictures of my girl's booty on there because you know I love her booty. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's besides the point though. But a lot of people be liking it though. So at the end of the day, hey, so it's all good. It's all love.
I was about to say,
you know
it sounds like content.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all love though. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, you know, fucked up or anything. You know, just some tricks. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I create some shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can follow me. Yeah, I appreciate all the love. Appreciate my man's having me. You know what I'm saying? This is
appreciation
cool.
is mutual, brother.
Right. This is dope. You know, we clock in on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, we do.
Yeah.
It's back to the day job reality on Monday.
At least until the 27th, then we get that Labor Day.
Hell yeah. Well, on that note, see you guys later for
sir.
Sleepless Radio episode 192. This was Pull Up and Trip episode 81. Whether you're watching now, watching later, we appreciate it big time. Keep the love high and the hate low. Peace.
Peace.
Boom. Now I just got to update some